I would like to direct this to the distinguished members of the panel. You lousy cork-soakers, you have violated my Fargan wallet. This son-of-a-batching country was founded so that the liberties of common low-budget laserdisc collectors, like me, could not be strong-armed into buying expensive late releases by a bunch of Fargan iceholes, like yourselves. Thank you very much.
LaserDisc Wolfpack.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the LaserDisc Wolfpack THX-CAV Special Limited Edition Podcast. I am your kind host, Culturedog Sam Hatch, and we're going to do another actor special. You probably know who it is already because I showed it in the opening credits, but we'll talk more about that later. First, I have to pass it along to the illustrious panel. We have a new member as well, so we're going to force him to introduce himself. But yeah, first, it's moving on to the man who watched Evita on LaserDisc once, Ryan Cushing.
I just want to say that hurt a lot to watch that dribble. Anyways, tonight's podcast is brought to you by Space Cake Double IPA from Clown Shoes, not to be confused with Clown House. And speaking of Clown House, I'm passing it off to Chris Haller.
30% less Victor Salva in that drink.
Hi, it's me. I'm back. I'm Chris Haller, and I'm taking this time to formally announce my campaign to get Michael Keaton into every major blockbuster over the next 2 years.
Okay.
He's going to be in Dune Part 2. He's going to be in all of the Spider-Man movies, playing every Spider-Man character. We're going to replace Sam Hatch, the Culturedog, with Michael Keaton in post-production.
I mean, it's already happened. I am Michael Keaton. I'm just wearing a mask.
So Sam, edit that in post. Just replace yourself with Michael Keaton. Do the perfect lip sync.
Yep.
You know, call
Keep
Industrial Light and Magic.
Yeah, I got their number.
All right, that bit went on for too long. I couldn't sustain it. I'm sorry, everybody.
Just pass it to Max then.
Pass it off to Max. Max, recover this for me.
Okay, Maxeene the LaserDisc Queen coming at you from sunny Southern California, where the sun is hot, and I'm wearing a t-shirt.
Yay.
So we got today
Pioneer.
The home theater experience, your Pioneer fantasy right here.
Yeah.
90s.
I like it.
I would have been sponsored by Beetlejuice mug, but I stupidly forgot it. So I will put my hand up and we will just put a little image right here of, yep. Okay.
Nice.
There it is.
That's awesome.
Thank you. It's really, thanks. So I'll pass it off to our new friend here.
Yeah, who's this new guy?
Who's this new guy? Hello.
Guy. Apparently, I'm very quiet, so I'm going to try to talk slightly louder so that everyone can hear me. Yeah, got Mike's hard black cherry lemonade. So, yeah, good to be here.
Nice. And who's this other guy in the corner down here? Senior Luke.
Hello. Yeah, good to be here. Let's do this.
All
Let's
right.
go.
And I am, as always, sponsored by Kyla Ren Tumbler of Emo Water. So
Emo water, the taste of darkness.
taste those midi-chlorians. But yeah, we've been on a roll with the director specials and the actor specials, and it's kind of fun. So we're going to do it again and celebrate our pal Michael Keaton. As Haller mentioned before, he's kind of taking a very, very weird retirement tact, and he's lined up a bunch of movies, and post Birdman, he's kind of having this big revival. So you kids, you all know who he's the Vulture in the newer Spider-Mans, and he's going to be playing Batman again in a couple features. So Michael Keaton. But yeah, back in the day, he was just a regular old comedian schmuck and a bunch of like silly comedies that I all saw in the theater because I'm old as hell. So we're going to go through his chronological filmography. And if you have any of this stuff on LaserDisc, show it. And if you have something to say about that particular movie, speak up and say it stinks or it's great or whatever. So we'll start off with, is the rabbit test on LaserDisc? Does anybody have this thing?
Yes, it's on LaserDisc. And
Okay.
No, I don't have it.
Wait, now hold up there, Sam.
Yeah.
He was in a TV show that is on LaserDisc.
Okay.
I think it was first. And does anybody have Working Stiffs?
Yes.
All right.
Oh.
Give Ryan a chance here.
Yes, I do. A little Jim Belushi and
Yep.
Michael Keaton action TV show on LaserDisc.
What year was that?
69. I'm pretty sure it's 1979.
Oh, okay. So after rabbit test, you bastard.
Okay. Okay. So you're right. Never mind. I'm sorry.
But no, you actually have it. I don't have rabbit test. So this is perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Working Stiffs is no, is that the right one to go with? Is
Yeah,
that-
yeah, rocket. Yeah.
Okay, so Working Stiffs is a kind of the first episode is directed by Penny Marshall. It's kind of like a Laverne and Shirley-esque a sitcom. Jim Belushi and Michael Keaton, of course. They're two brothers, and they just get a job the first episode, and they just kind of be wacky and silly. And
yeah.
Jim Belushi sucks, obviously. You know, he shouldn't be around, but Michael Keaton is pretty good. Like he holds his own. This interesting because Pee Wee Herman's in it. He's like the downstairs neighbor.
Oh,
So that's an interesting Tim Burton thing. But that LaserDisc is interesting to me because it's like, of all the TV shows that could possibly be put on LaserDisc, that one was put. That one that made like 8 episodes solid. They put that guy on.
Yeah. Is the whole full series on disc or just a couple?
No, I
random
think there's
episodes?
only 3 or 4. Yeah, 3.
Yeah.
The first 3 episodes.
They're like, we're done. Yeah.
It's one of my favorites. I kind of just put it on in the background a lot. You know, if I ever need something, I say, I'll just put Working Stiffs on.
I often forget how much old stuff Jim Belushi was in because, like, I watched Thief, and I'm like, he's got this huge part in Thief. I'm like, really? He was doing stuff back then, but yeah.
Yes. I wish my brother was famous.
I'm going to vouch for According to Jim. Not
big
that
fan
bad
of
of
that?
a show. Not
Okay.
that bad of a show. Not that great. Watchable. Very
All right.
watchable if you're at the gym and it's on TBS.
But yeah, I mean, young, early Michael Keaton had just a lot of energy, a lot of, maybe it was the cocaine, but, you know, I had
I
that.
don't know if energy might not be the right word. He's subdued. He's got this Michael Keaton kind of thing.
Really?
I don't know.
What were you watching?
Yeah.
Working Stiffs, Volume 1.
Oh, I'm not talking about Working Stiffs. I'm talking about like just like early 80s,
Oh.
like, yeah, back in the day. Yeah. Because
I am going to say this. He reminded me of like Jeff Goldblum-esque, like a distant cousin of Jeff Gold, kind of weird, kind of twitchy, kind of do. I don't know. That's what anyway.
Yeah. So I don't even know I must have watched that show when it was on, probably, because, you know, that and Bosom Buddies, you know, I know that was my jam back then. So I'm sure I watched Working Stiffs like once or twice.
Like literally only 8 episodes. So.
What's the theme song? Did it have like a famous theme song? Or?
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Working Stiffs. Everybody loves Working Stiffs. Not working limbs. We're talking about Working Stiffs.
Working Stiffs. Damn, that's a good song.
Yep.
I like that.
I have only 3 Michael Keaton LaserDiscs. That's one of them.
Are you leaving now? Yeah.
Yes.
We'll see you in an hour, Luke.
Anyway, so the first thing I saw him in, I think officially in theaters, or at least actually I watched it on like cable or VHS, is Night Shift, of course, from 1982. This is the jabroniest pressing ever. You know, it's pretty much like a clamshell Warner Brothers case turned into a LaserDisc. Yeah, it's comedy, in case you didn't know. Laser video disc. But yeah, I mean, it's a fun, wacky movie with Henry Winkler playing the straight man. And so, yeah, the Fonz is pretty chill in this, but it's basically he's used to be this big bigwig broker, and now he's just kind of taking it chill in the morgue, working the night shift. And all of a sudden, the very manic, energetic Michael Keaton Blaze is his nickname, comes rolling into the morgue, and he's an entrepreneur and he's got a lot of ideas, and he drives this crazy car that's like, I don't know, like a Stutz or something with like Firebird decals all over it. And yeah, they have a next door neighbor that's a prostitute, and they're like, we could use the morgue as our pimping headquarters. And then of course other pimps get involved and cops get involved and shenanigans ensue. But yeah, have you seen Night Shift, Luke?
I have not. I tried. I want to. I've heard good things.
It's got some cheesy music. Burt Bacharach did the music.
Siskel and Ebert gave it a no.
They said no, huh?
No.
But yeah, there's a great scene here on the back where he's like kind of giving class on prostitution, and yeah, I'm not going to break it down because it's not safe for work. But yeah. What about you, Ryan? Have you seen this?
No, it was on my list, and I worked instead.
Nah, but yeah, it's like prime manic Michael Keaton. He's pretty wild and wacky. So check it out. You might dig it. Who did it? Was it Ron Howard? Ron Howard directed it, brother of Clint. So
That was like a good period for Ron Howard too.
I watched the Siskel and Ebert review of this because I didn't have time to watch this, so that's why I was laughing inside about the fact that Siskel was like literally the only good part that he said about the whole movie was literally Michael Keaton's role.
All right, yeah.
Like, did not care about for the movie. He said it's like nothing about this film says anything about 1982. These are tired ideas. These are just a tired plot. The only thing 1982 about this entire film is Michael Keaton. And
Wow.
it's not even new. And I was just like
I mean, yeah, I guess it could have been a 70s comedy as well.
Siskel, was that Siskel or Ebert? What?
That sounds
that was
Siskel to me.
That was some Siskel for you.
Solid.
Because your impersonation was like spot on. I was able to recognize it. So, do you watch any of these old timey Michael Keaton movies, Hayden?
I'm afraid I didn't see that one.
All right,
I
fair
don't
enough.
know about-
Jump in if you found one. Yeah, we're like, come on the podcast. We're going to talk about old comedies from 1982 that nobody's seen.
I mean, we're talking about a dead format no matter what. So
Good point. All right, so let's move on to 1983 with a comedy that more people maybe saw. I know I saw it like more than once in the theater. It's called Senior Mamo. Mr. Mom? Yes. Ryan with that embassy flex.
this is a potato pressing, but it's a widescreen potato pressing. So
Whenever you see that jacket art, you know it's potato.
yeah, literally. But I mean, it was still good.
Yep. Max has got the Vestron flex, though.
Yeah, I got that Vestron.
Man. Oh, and that's the same company that produced Buckaroo Banzai. I see their logo down there. Yeah, nice.
I was really hoping I was going to find this when I was out earlier. This is like the Michael Keaton movie that like I just really want a copy of. Like, I'm looking right now for it.
Luke's got a VHS to loan you.
Yeah. So funny story. I was at the thrift store the other day, just whatever, looking through the tapes, and I found it. I'm like, you know what? Sure, I'll pay 50 cents for it. And I actually watched the whole thing on VHS.
Wow.
It's not, John Hughes wrote it. It's interesting for that because that movie kind of opened the door for his 3-movie deal. They said that there was rewrites and the original script was better. It's not a great movie. It's really like just little crazy stuff, and then like kind of all meshed together.
Bites a vacuum cleaner? Come on.
Yes. One thing
Drying
that
baby
I did find
butts?
interesting about the movie was that there was a lot of movie references in that movie. Like I feel like that was odd for that time. Jaws, E.T., I don't know. There's other ones in there too, but it's like, oh, that's cool.
And of course,
talk about Rocky.
The wild concept is that he has to stay home while
Yes,
Terry
so
Gar's out working.
Quite wild.
Yeah,
in 1983,
Very
it was.
crazy.
To be fair,
it was.
like,
Yeah.
If
Let's
you
be
look at it
honest.
now, like
Bros.
Yep.
Like if your lady got a high paying CEO, that's nothing. She got the CEO job, and it was just like she had stayed home for 8 years, and then just like, yeah, you're now CEO. You're this. There you go. Yeah.
I think the most famous bit is the Martin Mull moment where he asks, about what electricity he's going to be running in the place, and he's like, yeah, 220, 221, whatever it takes.
Yeah. That's fine.
But yeah, the whoopee was like, I mean, that was a household word in my household. The little blanket that the kid has that he's trying to wean him off of. in 1983, that movie was like the shit. I saw it like with my family a bunch of times in the theater, and everyone freaked out and laughed because it was so outrageous. And yeah.
All right. Is Mr. Mom the one where they go to the grocery store? That's like a famous scene in a grocery store, right?
Yeah.
Like Michael Keaton is like getting a shitload of bologna.
No, he can't decide. He can't get the meat right. He's like, she's like, oh, do you want this? He's like, I don't know. Next, he doesn't know how to go to the grocery store. So,
Okay.
you know,
And he doesn't know like there's different kinds of cheese.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It had its moments. I laughed when he was like got into the soap operas. I thought that was pretty funny. Like the house was a complete mess, and he's wearing the same shirt for a week, and he's growing his beard out, and he's just kind of. There were moments, but it wasn't great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's every man's dream to just be a stay-at-home dad and not.
That's
work.
what I'm talking about. Yes,
Come on.
that's the dream.
That's an appeal that like will be forever, I think.
So your letterbox copy, is that one of those random like old Japanese pressings where they just happen to scan a matted print or something, or did they actually try to letterbox it?
It was letterbox, like it
All
looked decent. Like there wasn't any weird framing or anything. It just looked like they also ran it through a potato while scanning or something. It just was very rough.
Did you see the Vestron one, Max? Did you watch it? Or
That was on the earlier ones. I kind of worked my way backwards, and then when I didn't get enough time, I was like, okay, I gotta sprinkle in some other ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've seen this on cable like eons ago, and my family and parents, that anytime any dad is the stay-at-home dad in like modern times, oh, it's a Mr. Mom, like
Yeah.
they still use this phrase, which is hilarious to me because like I don't know if they've even seen the movie though. They just know like the phrase of it all.
Broke through the culture, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it really broke open Michael Keaton for sure. And 1984, sadly, and Vinny should be here to help express his disgust at this as well. Johnny Dangerously was not released on Laserdisc, but it was on what? On CED? Wow.
Atrocious.
Yeah. But
Get it
it's
out of here.
It's an awesome movie. It's like he plays a old timey gangster, so it's like this spoof on all these old gangster films, and it's got Joe Piscopo in it. It's really good too, and that's got like a movie within a movie about giant testes. If you like South Park, you'll like that. And then it's got Weird Al doing some stuff on the soundtrack. So, but it's not on Laserdisc. So let's move on to '86. There's a couple movies that came out in '86. One being Gung Ho, which I don't have on Laser. Does anybody have it on Laser?
Yeah,
What do you got there?
the Obi.
You got a lone Obi.
Yeah. What
That's
does it
another
say?
one.
What does it say?
What's that? Is that Gun Ho? So it's Gun Ho. Yeah,
There you go.
Gun Ho. Yeah.
So it was interesting. And Mr. Mom, he plays like an automotive engineer, which I thought was interesting because that's kind of what he is. I've never seen Gung Ho, but I know it's about the automotive industry.
Yeah,
Like,
and
that's interesting.
yeah, Japanese buyout, and yeah, him and Norm from Cheers is in it as well. George Wendt, and
Isn't the guy who did what was his name? The guy who had played A Perfect Game on LSD, wasn't he in Gung Ho? Or am I
who
making that up?
played The Perfect Game on LSD?
Look at it.
Katie
Oh,
Watanabe's in it, of course, and so it's a lot of culture clash stuff, and these guys, all the friction that gets involved with Michael Keaton's character as he's turning on his guys and trying to make a go of it. So I saw it a lot when it came out, but I have not seen that thing in years. So I'm sure it's a jabroni pressing, but Pan and Scan City, but all right.
Luke's looking for the name Doc Ellis.
What's that, Hayden?
I used to actually own it on VHS.
Whoa.
But I never got around to watching it. The only reason I bought it was because the tape didn't have any screws. It was like one piece of plastic folded on itself and just clipped together.
Whoa.
So I just put it in there and then never got around to watching it and got rid of most of my VHS tapes. So,
Well, if you have a picture, send me a picture of the video cassette. I'll just put it over there. Who's got Touch and Go? Anybody have Touch and Go?
Doc Ellis was in Gung Ho. Sorry.
Oh, okay. All right, I've not seen Touch and Go. What's the deal with this? Anybody know?
Sealed, so I didn't get to it.
Let's read what's it say on the back. Let's see what Image has to say about it.
Now I did watch the trailer.
Okay.
It looked quite lackluster for a trailer. Siskel would probably say no.
It doesn't represent the 80s.
It was I mean, it's sports. Not sure what sport. The
Okay.
trailer didn't tell me. But based on the cover, it's hockey.
Wow.
And I mean, well, I'm sorry, I'm mistaken. They gave it 2 thumbs up.
It does represent the 80s.
Wow. I can't believe it.
Okay.
I would not believe that they would like this. The 11-year-old kid tries to mug him for some reason. This is the mom of
Tough
said
kids.
kid,
Okay.
and that's trouble ensues. He's got a family worth of problems, and they're not even his own. That's the trailer.
Oh
line.
yeah.
So,
Your kid tried to rob me. Like,
Yeah.
oh, but let's hook
he's
up.
like, he's 4 feet tall. Like that's what? I don't know. This must be wacky.
Sounds fun. All right. I know Ryan can help me out on 1987's The Squeeze.
Oh yes.
Oh, Max got it too. Notice them.
Notice them. Yes. I'll bring them closer so you can notice.
2
them.
towers. There
There
used
are
to be.
2. There are
Got some
2.
HBO
Wow.
video here. So I'm assuming if you like Evil Dead, you're going to like this because that was like on HBO video, I think. But
What is
So
that
what's-
movie about?
yeah, what's it about? Anybody know?
Oh, I watched this. I loved it.
Oh, all right. Report
Uh,
back. What's it about?
Freaking dinosaurs made out of television screens at nightclubs. Incredible.
What?
Pterodactyls flying around the freaking nightclub made out of television screens. I was enamored with this. It was ridiculous.
Is that your
He
pitch?
He is.
Dinosaurs in the club.
They're in the club. He's like got this like warehouse kind of situation. He's got like he's like a gambler, and
Oh, okay.
he's always like, did my eye twitch? He's not a very good gambler, I guess. And he basically is like rolling around, and he's got this gig at the nightclub, but he only finished the back half of the dinosaur at the club, but he's got like a full dinosaur in his warehouse. And
Right.
the dinosaur is my favorite part, but there's some random thing like they're like fixing the lottery, and he like
Okay.
somehow gets a hold of something that's supposed to fix a lottery or something. It's very wild.
It's like a magnet or electromagnet
Yes.
or whatever to like
Yes.
pull the certain numbers up so that they can manipulate this big lottery. And Meatloaf's
you
one
watched
of
it
the
too,
bad
Ryan?
guys chasing him.
Meatloaf's in it.
Yeah, Meatloaf's in it. So you know
Rest in
it's good.
peace, the loaf.
Yeah.
Meatloaf died? What?
Wait, where were
Sorry.
we?
Yeah, we were supposed to tell you. Read your emails, Luke.
Yeah, had you seen the episode?
Had I edited it in time.
All right. I'm sorry. I still have no idea what that movie's about.
Dinosaurs in the club.
And
Dinosaurs in the
also
club.
he's,
Gambling.
he kind of falls in love with Ray Don Chong.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Like there's a lot going on, and
yes. It
Yeah.
was lots of
Pictures
fun.
don't tell you anything.
I
the
take it New
pictures-
York City
the
is
pictures
involved.
Tell you nothing. Like
Look at this back cover. This is all you get.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like the Night of the Creeps back cover. Yep.
Yeah.
Just lots of gray.
Do they at any point squeeze both of the twin towers and destroy them?
unfortunately,
never.
Does he like squeeze an orange at some point? Come on.
I think he's the one being squeezed.
he gets
Yeah.
squeezed by Meatloaf.
All right. I'll just look it up.
There's just a scene where he squeezes a sponge in slow motion.
It's just
The
it's a lot.
squeeze.
And oh yeah, there's an ex-wife and a
Yes,
dead
there is.
dead
yeah.
boyfriend of the ex-wife, and
Yes.
there's just a lot going on the entire time. Like it's nonstop, just things.
All right.
It was a lot to unpack.
But you liked it.
I like the dinosaurs in the club.
I liked the whole story. It was something different. Like, and
Yeah.
Keaton was good.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's still building up. He's not quite superstar Keaton yet. So every once in a while, he's
Michael
got to.
Keaton is both a con artist and an actual artist. He constructs large sculptures out of television sets, but he is not particularly successful in either role.
Yep.
He owes some money, which gets him involved.
Gambler. Max said that.
Yes. I checked some boxes here. I'm doing okay.
All right, solid.
All right. Let's move on to 1988. Uh-oh, we lost Tyler.
Oh, he's getting his Beetlejuice.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. So I'll stall for a hot minute while he does that and bring up She's Having a Baby, where he has a cameo. Did anybody
Oh, I
have
didn't.
that?
I
Didn't
have it.
pull it
I
because
didn't pull
it's
it
a
because
cameo.
So he play. I looked it up. He plays himself. I've never seen the movie. I'm sorry,
I saw it ages ago, and I don't even remember him in it. So,
but I looked it up. It says Michael Keaton as Michael Keaton. Nobody.
yeah,
I
but I
can't
haven't seen it.
remember, but like again, there's a nice widescreen later issue that's hard to
Yeah.
find. Actually, it's a decent picture. So,
Oh, I gotta get it.
but it's not the Michael Keaton movie at all.
What, Luke's got it?
He might have it.
Yeah.
Let's look at his butt while he's yeah, shake it. Don't shake it that much.
This is what I
Kiss
Moderate,
show.
moderate shaking.
It's family friendly.
Yeah, come on. keep it safe for the kids. After Ryan's clown house joke.
Yeah.
Got a nice-
Oh, that's a nice one. Yeah.
from my Hughes section.
Oh, good.
Thank you very much.
Those like stealth widescreen Hughes discs are nice. Too bad they didn't do all of them,
I
but
still need Ferris Bueller. I don't have that one.
Hmm.
that one's like weird though. The letterboxing isn't like it's not the right ratio, but it's better than nothing. So
I have the pan and scan. My store has it for like $18. I'm like,
yeah. All right. So we're gonna wait for Chris, or are we just gonna go right into the next big?
fuck.
movie.
Let's-
Yeah.
Do it.
So yeah, in 1988, there was this movie that I guess if Mr. Mom put Keaton over the top, this like threw him into the stratosphere. Called Beetlejuice. You may have heard of it. Small Tim Burton film. Ah, there we go.
finally got one.
Oh, look, we got a Dolby Digital hype sticker. We got an Obi strip. We got a Warner Brothers Silver Stripe.
I tried to find mine.
Yeah.
All right. So funny story about Beetlejuice.
Okay.
Y'all got that fancy THX, or not THX, but widescreen Dolby Digital pressing over there, right?
Yep.
So when I first,
Goddamn right.
Goddamn right.
I will fly to San Diego, Luke. I will fly to San Diego.
And give me a big old hug.
Yeah. I love you, Luke.
I don't know if hug's the right word for it. So when I first started collecting Laserdiscs in like 2010, I wanted that particular copy. Like it was before the time when people started charging like $60 for it. So I bought one with that exact artwork. It turns out there is a second pan and scan
There's
non-Adobe
fool's
Digital
gold out
pressing
there.
that looks just like that, and I cannot find my copy. I must have like thrown it frisbee style at some point in the last 10 years.
I'll look.
Gone.
Yeah, Warner was really bad with that. They did the same thing with Lost Boys. They did with Hayden's got the Silver Stripe one, which they came out with, and then they came out with one that looks more like this, but it's the same one that Hayden has. And then they came out with the widescreen one, and they put like a little baby widescreen like down there in the corner.
Yep. And of course, at the time that I was purchasing this disc, it wasn't documented anywhere in LDDB or anything that that pressing existed. So I put it in, and it was full screen, and I'm pretty sure I yelled or something because it's like.
At least it's not that it's it's just 185 anyway, so it's not like a super Panavision movie or anything. But
but it's a good one. It's the start of something special for a good string of films with Tim Burton.
Yeah,
It's
And Michael Keaton.
It's weird how I don't know. Like I would love to hear the story of how Tim Burton said, "Hey, we need this guy from The Squeeze to be Beetlejuice."
Yeah, probably the guy from Mr. Mom or Night Shift.
I mean, it worked out. It made Winona Ryder a goddamn star. Just a lot of good stuff in Beetlejuice.
So I did. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I'll let you go.
I did watch Beetlejuice. I watched two things about the Japanese pan and scan here. The first thing about just the movie in general is that he's barely in it. Like he's in it. He's not in it that much. I would say Alec Baldwin is in it more than he is.
Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis are like the two prime kind of stars. Yeah.
Right. Growing up, Alec Baldwin in particular, I'm like, holy crap, that's Alec Baldwin in that movie? That's crazy. Like he's playing just a straight guy, But anyway, more Laserdisc specific. This guy has something weird in the subtitles. So when they open the door and they go into the afterlife or whatever. Hold on. My daughter is out the window.
Is she howling?
Yeah, she howls. That's a thing.
Okay.
She doesn't.
Fair enough.
What's up? How you doing?
Luke's feral daughter's out in the yard howling again.
Bro, you don't even know. Anyway, so there's a weird thing where like there's like an arrow pointing, and I need to send you a picture, Sam, so you can tell me what it says. But I think it's the smoking guy, the smoking dead guy. They do a weird arrow and like Japanese something. They say something about it.
So it's like some sort of on-screen reference.
Yes.
Yeah, don't smoke like this guy.
There's two things. Anyway, I'll show it. Anyway, that's it.
That's cool. All right. So you a fan of the movie or?
Of course. God, yeah, I grew up watching that movie. It's great.
Yeah,
Nice
actually,
fucking model.
yeah, I saw a sneak preview of this. It was this and Police Academy 5 double
Wow.
feature.
Solid.
Which
So
one
yeah,
do we still talk about today?
Police Academy 5.
Police Academy 5, yeah.
We were gonna do a Police Academy marathon for the next episode.
I still remember like the audience was packed and going crazy. I was like this young skateboard a-hole, so I had my Tony Hawk board, and I'm like, I'm going to skate in the aisles because my skater friends were in the front row, and I'm like, what's up? Let's do some ollies in the theater. And then-
Yes.
Wait, Police Academy 4 has David Spade and Tony Hawk, I thought, or is it 5?
Now I was skateboarding.
Oh, do you skateboard?
There was no skateboarding in any of the films, but there was skateboarding in the theater because I brought my Tony Hawk board everywhere I went because I was one of those idiots. I'm like holding it like I'm cool. I got a Tony Hawk board, and it was bow night, so I was always worried about getting in the rain because I'm like, ooh, it's gonna get wet and soggy.
I have never seen a Police Academy movie, but I have seen Beetlejuice.
Stop.
I have seen Beetlejuice.
My favorite is Police Academy 2, by the way.
Which is great. Bobcat, yeah. Hilariously, I saw a sneak preview of Gremlins with Police Academy. I saw a sneak preview of Lady Hawk with Police Academy 2.
Wow.
And then I saw a preview of Beetlejuice with Police Academy 5, the Miami Beach
Lady
one.
Hawk, what a movie.
Yeah. Sadly,
What
Michael
a
Keaton's
movie.
not in it.
Yes.
I know we can't talk about it today. Someday.
Any other Beetlejuice fans want to?
Well, was Catherine O'Hara in anything before this that was like famous?
She was in
in,
Canadian television.
the
Exactly, anything famous.
Canadian.
Yeah,
It's not what's called. What's it called, Sam?
SCTV?
Yeah,
Yeah,
SCTV, right?
Second City.
Just trying to
was
think
that
of anything
Second City's
theatrical.
Canadian,
though.
isn't it?
SCTV.
she wasn't like big in movies before this, and this kind of put her out there too.
She's great in it. Jeez.
Yeah.
And
I mean-
Jeffrey Jones is great, and
I mean, it's just a powerhouse movie.
design too. I mean, the set design and it's just really
Even
good.
the practical effects and like whatnot, like they don't feel like forced. They're just well done.
It's got sandworms. Gotta love sandworms, right? So.
Dune?
All the environments of this, like, just when it starts out being their hilariously very country style house, and then she changes it into this ridiculously unrealistic modern, like,
Cabinet in Dr. Caligari house.
yeah, exactly. It's super Dr. Caligari. And just the environments that Beetlejuice is in, like all of those like kind of spongy looking things because he's a model. Like just that they did that. Like there's so many things about this. Like I mean, costume design, you could not get any more perfect.
Yeah, that one scene where they dig up Beetlejuice's body in the model, like that is so cool. Like I loved it. Yeah.
I think they used like egg crate for like the ground.
Right.
So cool. Yeah.
So good.
And like Luke said, he doesn't show up immediately. He's like a Bond villain. Like he shows up towards the middle of the film. But once he shows up, I mean, he makes his mark. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
And how is it PG? Like, how is that movie PG?
Well, the 80s were different.
it was after PG-13 had been introduced. So
Yeah.
it was on the edge. That's for sure.
That's
I mean, he swears in it. There's
great fucking nice fucking model.
Yeah.
Best line of the movie.
I guess it's like far enough into it.
so the fact that
Hayden wants to.
Yeah. Sorry. What was that, Hayden?
Just Luke was quoting the F-bomb in the movie. I never heard that till getting the disc. We had only ever seen it on TV, and then it gets to like near the end of side one, and he just blurts it out. It's like, oh, that must be to wake up the parents to get up and flip the disc.
So how did that disc look? Is it okay, or it's just not widescreen, right?
I think it's pretty decent. The pan is
Yeah.
good.
Did he freeze?
Oh no, we froze Hayden.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
You were asking how the disc looks?
Yeah.
Fine. Better
Yeah.
than a VHS.
That's all we can ask for.
I love that they spun this off into a children's cartoon.
Which is a fun cartoon.
But it's like Beetlejuice and Winona Ryder, like going into the after. It was weird.
It's all
for
in
me as a
the
kid.
afterlife. Yeah.
As a kid, I'm like, wait a minute, this is not really the movie. But yeah,
I
it
watched
was
the
good.
hell out of that show as a kid.
Oh
So
yeah.
Did any episodes get dropped on the LD or?
No.
wish no, they barely have a freaking DVD box set of it.
Yeah. Maybe in Indonesia. Maybe Ryan can find some.
I wish working on
All
it.
All right.
Why
So-
don't we say Ryan could find something like he's going to Indonesia to find new laser discs?
I
Just
literally
tomorrow.
have some huts I visit, and
So,
trade
and also,
Yep.
so Tim Burton wise, this was Tim Burton did Pee-wee, right?
Yep.
Did he do anything before this? I mean, was it
That was the
Pee-wee?
second.
He
That's-
did a short film, and then he did Pee-wee, which I think in 2022 we could admit Pee-wee's Big Adventure is more
Is the best
Pee-wee
movie
than
ever
Tim
made?
Burton. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
that's
one of the
pretty
greatest.
Tim Burton, though.
It's one of the greatest.
Right.
It's a phenomenal movie. There is no basement in the Alamo is a long-running reference that my
Yeah.
friends still use. We haven't seen the
Mhm.
movie in 12 years.
Yes.
It's just
Yeah.
it's
It's a big jump though from Pee-wee to this. You know, it's just
Yeah.
like, oh yeah.
I saw a sneak preview of that too with Follow That Bird. No Police Academy that time. Sorry.
where were you living that you got all these sneak previews?
Believe it or not, I was in Connecticut, and it wasn't like Los Angeles where you walk down like,
Interesting.
Melrose and they're like, "Here's come to 5 movies tonight." But we
Yeah,
still
they-
had a
they
decent
must
amount of
have-
sneak previews.
I said they must have earmarked your particular area as an interesting demographic to test
Yeah,
movies in.
And they would just let you stay for whatever movie had been supplanted by the preview. They'd just let you stay and watch that movie after. So it wasn't like paired with anything in particular. It was just like, you watched ET, now it's time for Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid. Fun.
Wow.
Yeah, good times. All right, so let's get serious. And now that we've had all that fun with Beetlejuice, then let's get clean and sober a little bit here. I avoided this disc for the longest time. I didn't realize it was like super secret widescreen. There's like secret letterboxing information on the back.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
I literally picked this up from a local store not more than 6 hours ago for $5.
Whoa, really? Is
I
this
have it
fresh?
This is fresh. As I put in our chat, I literally went to the local spot in my town, my city, and I just combed for Michael Keaton movies, and this one came up. The disc is in horrifying condition, ring wear up to wazoo. It is definitely $5 worth, and I'm kind of
Silver stripe. Got that stripe, baby.
Silver stripe, and it's got the secret widescreen blurb on the back.
Stealth.
I'm actually really interested to see if this is a substantial movie. I'd never heard of it before today because I'm ignorant, and I'm willing to admit that live on the podcast.
Now, is it
I'm ignorant and I'm young.
fair
In
enough? Yeah,
case
this was a big
any
deal when it
viewers
dropped.
Had noticed.
Because I mean, Michael Keaton wasn't exactly known for his serious roles at the time. So I mean, to turn around from doing things like Beetlejuice to this, and I mean, he's involved with cocaine, but he doesn't have a problem. He's got some money issues, but it's not a problem. And there's people kind of maybe after him, and the cops are kind of keeping an eye on him, but it's not a problem. So he decides to kind of lay low in rehab for a little bit. Yeah, and it's like The Squeeze. And while he's in rehab, like they're like, "Yeah, you actually have a problem, buddy." And he's like, "What?" Yeah. So good supporting cast. Tons of people in here, like Morgan Freeman, Emmett Walsh is in it as well, Kathy Baker, Tate Donovan. But yeah,
I'm definitely gonna watch this sometime soon. I really like the chapter listing, the chapter index. This is an 89 production, 89 produced disc, and it's just got credits, watching headlights, a messy morning actor. Chapter 2, no longer manageable, the brush off. It's just like, okay.
some guy at the office had to write all these chapter listings back in the day. Like that was a thing. Chapter 9, dinner at Charlie's.
Freaking loved this.
You watched it?
I watched this. This was
Nice.
the first Keaton that I watched out of all the Keatons.
Oh, nice.
Obviously I'd seen some before, but this is the first not like thing where I hadn't seen it before. And I have fully avoided this because this is the most mundane cover I have ever seen.
Yeah.
I thought this was going to be some depressing ass film. And
It's him
I
in a
was like,
depressing sweater.
I loved this. I was
Yeah.
like, this was a good flow the whole time. Freaking really incredible 80s furniture in his apartment.
Yeah.
And like just the whole time, I mean, the love interest it seemed just a touch like out of place, forced, but like just the flow of everything was like great, and he was very believable. I mean, probably because he has experience in it, but I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. Not saying anything.
not applying anything, but I mean, it was it was really freaking well done. And I actually I looked at him and I'm like, you look like a Daryl,
Yeah, you can be Daryl.
It was a good name. Like there was a couple of these, name didn't fit to me.
Yeah, what's he been? He's been
Didn't look like an Artie.
He's been a Bobby. He's been a Bill.
He's Billy. He's good with Billy. I like him as a Billy.
Yeah.
I will say Keaton, perfect as Porco Rosso.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might have to get into that a little bit. Because when did he do the Porco Rosso thing?
That was
2003.
like 2003.
Yeah. All right.
So the movie's on disc, the dub isn't, so it's a little murky.
Yeah. So
The
there you go.
The one thing about this movie, our friend Vinny played it at his movie theater, and
Yes.
he played it off of
A
YouTube.
LaserDisc.
No, he
Yeah.
did not.
The audacity.
He played it off
He did.
YouTube. That's it.
All two people that paid to go see it were
Right.
very disappointed too.
Yeah, this is definitely the title. Definitely didn't make me want to watch it. The cover
Clean
certainly did
and
not make me
sober.
want to watch it. But once I watched it, I highly recommend this.
Nice. Anybody else in the clean and sober camp? Yeah.
I have it, but everything you've said, like the cover, like I read the cover and the title, and I'm like, pass. There's
Yes.
Beetlejuice to watch instead. Like, come on.
Literally.
Check it out. You'll like it.
Oh,
I-
also, total side note, but no joke, this is the only Keaton available on streaming where I did not have to buy a rental of it.
Ah.
Where is
Oh,
it?
It's streaming.
It was streaming on
Tubi?
I think HBO Max. I found it on
Oh,
there.
shoot, I gotta watch
That
it.
was it. I looked. I was like, well, what's even streaming? Like, if I liked something and wanted to suggest it to somebody who didn't have the copy or anything like that, you can't watch any Keaton. Sorry,
No,
you're gonna have to buy the
You're gonna have
LaserDisc.
to get the LaserDisc.
It's not on HBO, but it's got to be out there somewhere.
Well, then I checked a lot, so it's either HBO, Amazon Prime, or freaking Tubi because that's all I got.
Well, it's really funny when you look up Clean and Sober on HBO Max, you get a Dawson's Creek episode.
Perfect.
So watch that instead. It's got to be the good
Wow.
substitute.
Oh
All
my
right. All right, let's move into, we're closing out the 80s. We're getting there, moving into 1989. And I had a copy of this. I don't know where it is, but one of the first dates I ever went on was to go see
What?
The Dream Team.
Oh,
Who's got it?
I have feelings about this.
Yeah. It was an interesting movie because, of course, I was on a really first date. So I'm kind of like more like, hey, I wonder if I can make a move. So I was like half paying attention to the movie. I'm like, Michael Keaton, move my arm. Michael Keaton, move my arm. Yeah. So maybe I'll let you guys talk about this one.
Sam's brain has been stuck in that position for the last 30 years.
I don't even know how it ended.
It did not age well. We'll start there.
Yes.
They've got
It
mental.
didn't- none of them went full Simple Jack, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
fair
like that was helpful. So but yeah, it's really hard to see these people playing and making
Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah. Well, his was pretty solid though. His
yes.
obsessiveness and his
Yep.
but it was weird. But it was enjoyable still. Like the premise is so ridiculous.
Yeah, they steal the van, right, to go to a baseball game or something.
No,
No, they
And
get
then-
approval, and the
Oh,
guy
they do get approval. Okay.
The doctor's like, yeah, we'll just take a van and go to the baseball game.
Doesn't it break down or something?
Well,
No.
they're stopping because the one guy has to go pee and
That's it.
they had to go to an alley.
Stephen First, right?
Yeah, Stephen First, who like has like no lines pretty much. I mean, he's got a couple, but it's very minimal. And then the doctor gets like sees a murder and gets like knocked
That's
out
it,
in an
yeah.
alley. And
So it's like Judgment Night, but a comedy.
shenanigans ensue because they're like everyone thinks that they did it, and it's fun, but there are parts that are a little cringeworthy in 2022.
And no reissue for that LD. That's just like, what do you got, right?
They wouldn't dare.
Yeah.
Does that even have a Blu-ray?
I feel like this. So I'm looking at this cover. This is another situation of like I'm looking at this cover. Dream Team. Maybe it's baseball.
Yeah.
Maybe it is. Never actually gets baseball. And like I was disappointed by that. They said they're going to a freaking baseball game. Okay, cool. Finally, it's maybe baseball. And then they just break down. They're sitting in a freaking parking lot, gas station in a van for like so much time, and then they just keep wandering off. And then somehow they find all each other again in New York City, like when they're
So
all
easy.
supposed to be crazy, and like not like all of them are individually not really that believably crazy, other than really just Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah, because you can't be too crazy because then
Yes.
it's not a fun movie. Yeah.
Yes, and also he's just like a rageaholic more than maybe
He's Mr. Furious.
And he's
maybe
like
he
a
put a
compulsive
pillow over
liar.
someone's head.
Yeah.
We don't know. Like
Yeah.
it was very it just I just was saying the whole time I was watching, I was like, why am I finishing this? Like I kept saying that, like, but I'm like, I was just gonna finish it. And like by the time I got to that, I was like, you know what? was that decent? Like, I don't even know. Like,
Yeah.
I can't.
It's like someone said, "Hey, let's take One Flew Over Cuckoo's Nest, but
That's
put like
exactly
a
what
baseball
I
field trip in it."
That's exactly what I said too. It's totally fun. Like, let's make One Flew Over. The thing that I said too is like, this probably sounded freaking hilarious on paper. It did
yeah.
not land. Like,
Yeah. You're like Christopher Lloyd and Michael Keaton and their insane asylum. Ooh, it's
Yes.
gonna be so wacky.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be
And
wacky,
it's
guys.
like 89. It's peak Keaton, peak Lloyd. Like
Yeah.
does not land.
Shout
also
out to Peter
it
Boyle.
is on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
It
No,
made
it's
it to
not.
Blu-ray.
Yeah.
All
Get
right.
it for $9.99 on Amazon right now.
All right.
Yep.
Nice.
You can't
I'm not
watch it on
going
streaming.
to.
You can watch
I'm
it
not
regular.
going to, but you can also get it for $9.48 on VHS tape on Amazon.
Man. But yeah, the other big deal in 1989, I used to read Comics Buyer's Guide, which is like the newspaper for comic nerds. And when the news broke that Michael Keaton was going to be playing a big time comic hero, people lost their shit and were like, he is a comedian. He cannot play the Batman, Bruce Wayne in Batman. And then all of a sudden, everyone ate their words in the summer of 89. So yeah, this was seismic waves came out of this.
Has there ever been a Batman casting that people were like, "Oh, that's the one"? Like, really?
Right? Yeah, everyone's got a problem.
Yeah, like, it
They
doesn't
say
matter.
that every Batman casting, they say he's
Yeah.
the one. Or Joker, same thing. Like,
The
Yeah.
only true Batman is Adam West. That's it.
Man,
Yep.
Batman is a feast of a comic book movie. I mean, I would argue in some ways that it's still the gold standard that a lot of people just don't seem interested in or capable of reaching. Like, I don't even think Burton did that with Batman Returns.
can't phone that in.
Yeah.
I feel like
We'll
Batman
be
Returns.
talking
was
about that.
Yeah.
Burton.
So 1989, I was 9 years old. Batman and
Me too.
Batman. Yeah, no, you weren't. Batman was a fucking phenomenon. Like and it was more like the design. Look at the design of that cover.
Yeah.
Like that Batman logo was everywhere.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was. It didn't
People
even
had
tell you it was
shirts.
widescreen on the front. It's like
It
on
You
the
don't
was-
back.
need you. The logo's enough.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was amazing.
You're gonna buy it.
Well, the
Um,
cover isn't even enough to contain it.
Yeah, I know, right? Like it can't fit on the cover.
So I rewatched. I don't have the LaserDisc. I streamed it. I watched Batman and Batman Returns. Again, though, Michael Keaton's not in it. I mean, he's not. I wouldn't say he's the star. Jack Nicholson is the star of this movie.
Oh,
He's
yes.
got way more time in there.
Well, based on this listing here, you are technically correct.
Yep.
Because he's
Is he
billed
first?
first.
Oh wow.
Well,
Nicholson's going to be billed over Keaton in 89, no matter which way you roll.
Because
the
he's
dice.
Nicholson,
Playing
yeah.
Batman in the Batman.
yeah, but it doesn't matter. Like, Nicholson was just like the hottest shit, no matter how hot Keaton was.
And I want to say, Nicholson's performance, it almost edges into over the top. It's so close. Just
It's pretty hammy.
restraint. Yeah, it's so, man, it's good. Like, I don't know. There are people in my sphere that don't like the 1989 Batman.
Oh.
And
Why are you still friends with him?
Yeah, kick him out of your life.
well,
It's got Robert Wool. Who doesn't love Robert Wool?
I mean everything from the photography,
Watch it again. You'll figure it out.
special effects,
No.
the score by
the reporter.
Danny Elfman.
Oh, incredible.
Yeah, that was the big thing.
Oh
Was
my
this was? I
God.
mean, Danny Elfman had worked with Burton a couple times already, but this was his first
He was
a
Pee-wee's
motion
Big
picture.
Adventure. He did the
Beetlejuice.
He did the Breakfast Machine piece. That's the only good song from Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Okay.
The whole score was amazing.
I know.
Wow.
I'm just being inflammatory. It's
Yeah.
my job.
I held up my Radio Shack Porter recorder to the television because there was no available soundtrack and recorded the end credits of Pee-wee's. So because I was so freaking obsessed with Oingo Boingo and Danny Elfman. So
Boingo Boingo. Well,
Yeah.
we could talk about that
We don't
another
have to.
day.
yeah.
So
Well, yeah, this was a big deal for him.
The
Yeah,
Batman,
once-
God, and it's a good LaserDisc too for '89.
Very nice. Yeah. What was that, Luke?
So the one thing about the movie that really stuck out to me was the Batcave was all like CRT television, so it's funny.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Watching LaserDiscs on them.
Very Elvis of him.
He's got all the CRT screens in there so he can slowly give all the bats eye cancer.
That bastard. Good deal. All
I
right.
mean,
So
it
who's got?
spawned an amazing roller coaster too. I just want to say that like any of the Six Flags that have Batman rides are
Spawned
still
a
good.
calzone.
I'm surprised no Japanese pressings. Who's got Japanese pressings?
Luke's probably the only one that's got a Japanese pressing of any of us.
Yeah, but he just quit the podcast again.
I sent my
I
Japanese
mean-
one to Vinny. So
Yeah, this is one of those. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was because I think I like everyone went out and bought the VHS tape when it was because it was like one of the first sell-through VHS tapes. That was like a big deal. Like you can buy it for $10 for Christmas, and I just assumed this was going to be like a little noisy, but it's a really nice disc. Yeah. So, oh, here he's back. Maybe I can ask him.
What's
Hey, Luke.
interesting is, oh, go ahead.
Do you have any Japanese copies of this or a Batman?
What's going on? What are we doing?
Do you have
a
any
podcast?
Japanese Batmans?
I do not. I
Yeah.
found a Japanese VHS of it a few
That's
times, but
Yep.
never a LaserDisc.
All right.
What's interesting is that Batman never got a repressing. It never got a stealth AC3 or anything.
I know, unbelievable.
Warner was all about that, and they didn't do that with one of their biggest properties, which is baffling.
Hey, at least they didn't put a silver stripe on the cover. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no room with the bat symbol, of course, but
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
it couldn't
cover.
even contain the bat symbol. So
Yeah.
I love it.
1989. Every kid. Sorry, I'm eating apple. Had a Batman shirt. Everybody had a Batman shirt. Your mom had.
Oh, yeah.
Your grandma had a Batman shirt.
Ryan's
And-
got it.
they got Prince on the soundtrack for Batman.
Oh,
Like
Yes.
holy
let's talk about
shit.
Prince. Hold on. Let's talk about Prince. He does not like really show up until an hour into the movie.
Yeah.
There's a little bit at the beginning where, but like the main Party Man song where it's like an hour in.
one thing that always kind of tripped me out is like his stuff is not mixed loud. I just remember like it's like a big thing, but it's always just like a like I'm like this should be like in my face. Whenever Prince comes up, they're just kind of like, yeah, it's on the soundtrack, but
The other thing,
yeah.
that scene where the Prince comes up and he's in the art studio.
Yeah.
I'm interested in the painting that he didn't deface. He's like, nope, I like that one. And I looked.
Yeah,
it
what
up.
was it? The Scream?
No, it's not the screen. It's some very weird painting of like a pope surrounded by meat. I looked
That
into
was it. It was a Scream of the script, but they changed it because I actually bought the bootleg script from a comic book convention before it came out,
Interesting.
and it had Robin in it before Tim Burton kicked that out. But
No, I mean that was probably a good idea.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was.
yeah, it had the
Billy-
whole Robin and his family dying at the trapeze accident, and that was like right around the time like when like they're at Vicky Vale's apartment and they have their like meeting there. Then Robin shows up after that, and like Tim Burton's
All right,
like,
and can we talk about Billy D. Williams as Harvey
Yes,
Dent?
please.
Oh my
Harvey
God.
Dent is,
dude, yeah.
is Two-Face, right? That's
Yeah.
Mhm.
and they do absolutely nothing with it.
Well, it was
Yeah,
like a
he's-
setup. So you're like, cool. The next movie, Billy D's gonna be Two-Face. It's gonna be
Yeah.
great. And then
And then nothing. It's one of the biggest disappointments in big franchise filmmaking. Today, they would have absolutely capitalized on that. They
I
would
think
have
so.
signed him for a 3-picture
Yeah,
contract, and
Yeah.
it would have been a whole different story. But it was 89, man.
Yeah.
Before
Wild
that, all
West.
we had was Superman and Superman. Well, he had a couple Superman movies, but like,
yeah, we had Howard the Duck. Yeah, that was
I
important.
don't know
Comic
if
book.
they
Alright,
thought it was
who-
going to be as big as it was. Like
Yeah.
they thought they knew they probably had something, but they didn't know how far that was going to go.
Yeah, they didn't know they were
Seriously.
going to be making Batman shampoos and conditioners and freaking.
I have some of that.
Yeah.
There was no the last Batman before Michael Keaton was fucking Adam West, right?
the only
crazy.
Batman,
That was him.
really.
And it's probably the first like big budget superhero film. Like, was there anything with
Well,
like a huge
Superman.
budget?
Superman was pretty
Superman
big.
was
Superman
ginormous.
78.
Yeah.
Because the CGI or whatever they were doing.
Yeah, Superman had some really good sound work and some really innovative
Yeah.
tech in
Well, I
there.
love the
so.
first Superman movie. That's
I've
But
never
didn't have Michael
finished
Keaton in it, so screw it.
Yes.
fuck
Throw it out.
it.
Throw it in the trash.
So yeah, once everyone was like, all right, he can play Batman. Now he can maybe play a villain, really nasty.
Wait, one more thing
Something
about
like that.
Batman. I'm
Yes.
sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Go.
We talked about it in the chat, but it's the snapper case of Batman. There's like the widescreen side and the pan and scan side of the DVD. There's like one scene that's different, and it's somewhat I don't know. I should get it. Anyway, it's interesting that somebody cut out one scene of Vicky Vale like looking up or something. Okay, now that I say it, it's not that interesting. Okay, let's go.
All right, so moving on to 1990. I actually really like this film a lot, but I don't. There's just a jabroni like pan scan copy, but he was a nasty bastard in Pacific Heights. Does anybody have that?
Oh, I don't have that one.
Damn, nobody's got Pacific
Put that
Heights.
one good
Over
cop
there.
away.
So sorry.
But it was cool. It was good stuff. Was it Melanie Griffith and who's the other guy? Was it Modine?
Modine.
Yeah, and they're just terrorized by this creepy bastard, and like they're it's that whole kind of terror about like what to do if you have a bad tenant, and he's kind of working the system against you. And yeah, I know Maxeene probably should not watch this.
I want to watch that.
Yeah, and of course making them look crazy. Oh, there we
go. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I do have that. What the heck?
I think Look at him though. I mean, he's got this kind of bat scowl.
He looks crazy.
Yeah, it's like if Batman was in your apartment and he was a really bad tenant, that's that movie. So.
If Batman lived in your apartment. It's like,
He's
that's a
been
fucking
evicted
good
from the
pitch.
Batcave,
Oh
and
my
he's now
God.
living in an apartment.
Yeah, I mean, he's so much like every time he's in the Batcave, Alfred's like, "Hey, Master Wayne, we got to do this." He's like, "Oh, come on! Like, I just need some downtime. I'm gonna get an apartment where I can chill."
Hey,
Yeah.
you need to do your laundry. Screw you! I'm getting an apartment.
So that's one thing that wasn't in the Michael Keaton Batmans was like Wayne Enterprises or anything like that. Like he was just kind of this rich, brooding guy whose parents were killed. But
Yeah, there's no board
explanation
meetings
how the
and
money
stuff.
or how he had
Yeah.
a butler.
Yeah.
He does.
He just does. Yeah. All right. Well, I think Max is ready for the next one. We're moving into
So
91.
even the beginning of Batman, they kind of tease you. They try to.
Let's go just talk about Batman.
Yeah,
Let's talk about Batman.
I mean, let's
All right.
talk
So
about
yeah.
The beginning of Batman, they have the father, mother, and they you say, oh, okay, this is where their parents are gonna. Nope, that's not it. That's not the.
It's a fake out. Yep.
So sorry. Go ahead.
There you go. All right. So moving on to One Good Cop. I think Max has it. It's not One False Move. We've discovered.
Don't worry. I
Not
picked up a
duplicate
copy
the cover.
in the
Look at
same
you.
one to the local store, to the grocery store, essentially, of LaserDiscs. I tried to watch this movie to prep for the podcast. I tried to do my homework and I fell asleep.
I like
Doesn't he like have kids that he has to
Max,
like
I'm
help?
going to let you talk about this one so that
Yeah,
I don't
what's the
sit
deal?
here and be a huge miser over here.
All right. So he's cop. He's good cop. He's one of two good cops.
All
Okay.
right.
The second good cop is
Guys.
Baldwin. Let me figure out which Baldwin.
Billy?
Is it Billy?
Steven.
Yeah, it's I'm
Steven?
pretty sure
Daniel?
it's Steven.
It's
Adam?
we're not positive. It's not
Okay.
Adam. We have a
No,
Baldwin.
no.
Okay.
Who-
He's in
We
it
have
for a very
Baldwin.
short period of time.
I don't think it's a Baldwin. His
It's
partner is
It's gotta be a Baldwin. I
Wait,
know
Matt.
Anthony. It's Anthony LaPaglia.
No. That's later. Okay.
Was it
We're starting
later?
at
Did
the
I not make it to that point?
We are starting at the beginning here. Okay. We have to start with the beginning.
I'm gonna shut
Okay.
up. I'm sorry. I'm
We've got
sorry.
We've got a Baldwin.
Back it up.
There's
His
no
best friend
Baldwin.
and partner of 8 years, guys. Partner of 8 years. He loves this man. This man
There's
has
no
3
Baldwin.
kids. His wife dies, and then he gets in this freaking gunfight with this. Everyone is on ice, by the way.
Okay.
So this guy's on ice in his apartment, and he's like flipping out, and he knows this guy. His partner's getting all worried because he's gonna kill her, man. He's gonna kill her. And then freaking the Baldwin gets shot in the head wearing a bulletproof vest. Sorry to spoil this, but this is a very important part of it just happens in within 5 minutes. Okay, so you
Okay.
don't have to worry about it. Now the kids, the Baldwin had 3 kids, and then he's married to Renee Russo, guys. Okay,
Oh,
now
all
this
right.
Very young
now,
Renee
they
Russo.
don't.
gonna say.
They couldn't have kids. She always wanted kids. Suddenly they have 3 kids.
Convenient dead guy. All right.
Convenient dead guy. Suddenly they have 3 kids. But now he's still one cop. One cop man's salary is not going to cut it.
Oh yeah.
Now he's got to do what he's got to do, and he's got his new partner, who's kind of like, I guess he's gangbanging from the streets or some kind. That's his attitude. I don't really know. But like, introduce some random freaking Miami bad guy, and he's got some random New York Miami dance club, and
Okay.
not as good as Dinosaur Dance Club, by the way. It's potatoes.
Yeah, it's lower on the dance
So
club.
yeah, definitely not as good. But yeah, that bad guy, dope. Probably the dopest 80s apartment I have seen yet in a Keaton movie.
Okay.
So
Not an 80s
yeah,
movie though.
Yeah, but they probably shot it in like
Look
89 or something. Yeah.
people still had rad 80s apartments
It rolled over.
1990. If
Yeah,
you
that's
bought
right.
the
I
furniture
wasn't
1 year
there.
earlier, you still have it. Like
I wasn't there.
I
if
mean,
you
they
go
still have
back-
wood paneling from the 70s in their
Yeah.
basement.
Exactly. That rolled over into the 80s. So
It just kept going.
Yep.
You didn't just take it off the walls because the decade changed.
you can't stop the 80s, man.
I don't know. Maybe I need to reevaluate. Maybe I need
Please
to like,
reevaluate
get a
this
cup
one.
of
I've
coffee and-
certainly enjoyed this.
I mean, I've got it. It's
Yes.
permanently part of my library now,
yes,
and it deserves to be there because it's the Keaton.
yes.
Well, what was the price? How much did you have to pay for that sucker?
So the original list price for One Good Cop was $39.99.
69.
It was sold, or it came into Row Photo in Rochester in November of 1991.
Wow.
I cannot tell you whether it sold for that price, but I mean, there's no like markdown stickers on this bad boy. It's
Not
just,
hole punched. Someone bought it.
yeah.
It's a hot title. Not
How much did
letterboxed
you
or
pay
anything,
for
but
No, I don't think so. No.
No, there's no letterboxed copy of this movie. This movie got raked through the coals critically, and I do not think it was a huge success. I don't know if you can even like get it today anywhere.
yeah, on LaserDisc, baby.
Yes.
Laserdisc is where it belongs.
It was
That's what every movie we say.
It's
It was definitely
$6.60 on Amazon on Blu-ray.
wow.
Fucking incredible.
All right.
We're
As
the
a
bargain
whole-
bin.
As a whole, I enjoyed it.
Oh.
It was not as wacky as some of the other ones.
Yeah, is
were.
it straight Keaton or is he like is he
It's
serious?
Straight.
or-
I mean,
It's
he's
straight
straight
Keaton.
fist fights. I mean, he's
Okay,
kinda
tough
wild.
Keaton.
Tough Keaton. Yeah, he's one good cop.
Street Keaton.
Street
It's a
Keaton.
weird pose on the cover too, because he's like kind of like leaning forward from the waist. Like,
Yeah.
The cover sucks, but I
Kinda
love
flash you his badge.
I
Oh, yeah.
love
And then
how
give authority.
straightforward this tagline is. They killed his partner, threatened his family. Now he'll do anything to keep them alive and remain one good cop.
Lets
I
you
will
know he'll do
I will
anything,
not
but he
spoil
won't.
the ending, but the ending is actually really satisfying.
All right. Cool.
All right,
All right.
enough of that. It's time for the big one.
All right. Well, 1992, it was a big deal. I went to go see this on opening night. Sadly, didn't see it in Dolby Stereo Digital because it was the first film in AC3. I just saw it in Jabroni SR or whatever.
Yeah,
but
you probably saw it in Dolby Stereo A or whatever.
yeah, exactly. But I was still extremely psyched, and me and all my friends went and like got all the guys together and like went to go see Batman Returns, baby. Oh, come on, Luke. You missed the moment.
Batman Returns. What an
Come on, the
interesting
reveal.
movie.
Batman, I don't
All
have.
right,
Oh,
you don't have it?
No.
Oh my god.
What are
Yeah.
you
I
doing
said I
on
had 3.
podcasts right now?
Yeah.
How do you have no Batmans?
I don't.
yeah.
Don't judge me.
Fucking cast.
I have some serious feelings about Batman Returns, but I'm intrigued to see what you guys think about
I
it.
did watch it though.
Okay.
I strum it, and
Strum it.
I think it's better than the first one. I mean,
You don't just think
there
it is
is-
better than the first one.
yeah, it really.
I think that it's a more interesting movie than the first one.
Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm not
The main-
sure if it's as important of a movie as the
Is to me.
first one in terms of historical value. But I think if I had to pick between the two, I would watch Batman Returns
Yeah.
today.
Yeah,
The best
it's
thing
a-
about it, it starts with the shot of Pee Wee Herman.
Hell yeah.
He's the dad of the
He's the
penguin.
Cobblepot.
I love
Yeah.
it.
and he reprised that role on the TV series Gotham.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's hilarious.
I love a non-Pee Wee role by Paul Rubens. It's one of my
Yes.
favorite.
And I want to say, Michelle Pfeiffer,
Great.
wonderful Catwoman. Wonderful performance. Delightfully crazy.
Her origin story with her like hello there sign that she smashes into hell here, and like she's just amazing. And
You know, Christopher Walken.
oh, he's
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of unneat. Oh,
I
my
love
favorite
it.
was Christopher Walken's son doing a Christopher Walken voice.
yeah,
That's my favorite.
and he's Max Shrek, which is great. Little nod to Max Shrek, the actor.
I gotta say, this is more of a Tim Burton movie than the Batman movie at times.
Oh,
though, 'cause
definitely.
100%.
all of
yeah.
Danny DeVito just going off and being as creepy and weird
Yeah.
as he could be, like
Yeah.
that's Tim Burton. Like that's not Batman. Like
Yeah,
I mean,
basically, it's like in 1989, Faith No More got Mike Patton, and they came out with The Real Thing, and Batman came out. Then in 1992, Faith No More dropped Angel Dust, and Batman Returns came out, and that was like it was the same thing. It's like Angel Dust was the Mike Patton experience, and this was the Tim Burton experience, and so yeah, I like to mix in Faith No More with all my Batman talk, of course, but
I see,
everything.
I see.
Like, there's Faith No
yeah,
More,
it's the same thing.
Really good tie-in.
Yeah, so yeah, it's super Burton-y. So, all right, what about you, Hayden? Do you like this stuff?
Oh yeah, I love it. I hadn't seen it in probably like 10 or 15 years, like since I was
Wow,
little.
alright.
So I had the disc, I just hadn't gotten around to watching it. So I watched it for this. I loved it. It was great. I just remember it being really creepy, and it holds up in that way for sure. With like the penguin having like the weird ink that comes out of his mouth for some
Oh, yeah.
reason. All these
That's
weird
so nasty.
And,
Oh,
you
and
guys
that-
love it. It's like the first movie is like Tim Burton's skills being used to make Batman.
Yeah.
This is Batman being used to just showcase Tim Burton.
Solid.
And it worked.
Yeah.
Some great lines too. I love the whole thing with Penguin running for office, and it's like, Penguin, you're such a cool role model for a young person to have, and he's like, and you're such a hot young person for a role model to have.
There was some weird sexual Danny DeVito stuff in this movie.
And I like the whole like, it could be worse. I could be gushing blood from my nose. Like, what?
It's just so good though. Like it's just
Yeah.
all so cool.
And Danny Elfman also, just to kind of let off the leash, like his stuff is amazing in this film. And the Susie and the Banshee song rules.
Well, first of all, Susie and the Banshee rules by default, but yes, you're
Yes.
absolutely correct.
Face to face. Oh man, I got goosebumps here, and like the song with their dancing and talking about the mistletoe and everything, and they realize, what's what. Oh,
I
damn.
might have to watch my 4K Blu-ray of Batman Returns tonight before I
Yeah.
head to bed. This
Oh,
is
we
such a
should-
substantial movie.
We should warn people there are multiple pressings of this, and some of them are a little more prone to rot than others. So I think there's 3 damn pressings of this. I think there's like a
Really?
Warner. I think there's a Pioneer, USA maybe. There's at least 2. So
Now,
I
it's
looked at-
important to note that side 3, featuring the final face-off between Batman and his adversaries, is presented in the CAV full feature format, just
Yep.
like the bus crash in The Fugitive.
yes,
They're
it's
equally
it's a beefy
important.
movie. It's over 2 hours, so yeah, got to have a third side.
Yeah.
Very good movie. Very good.
Recommend.
I
It.
have watched this several times in 35 millimeter during
Ooh, nice.
Christmas time because it is
Fist
a
bump.
Christmas movie.
Great Christmas film.
Yes.
Yeah.
Solid.
Have you ever gotten to see the Dolby Digital track with 35 millimeter?
Look at Luke.
I don't believe so, but yeah,
Man.
this is the only one I've watched. I've
Yep.
watched this more times than I've watched the original one.
Mhm.
The original one, though, my family had the VHS tape where it's got the Jack Nicholson on one side,
Yeah.
and that freaking face for almost all of my childhood was terrifying to me. That I was like, I don't even want to watch that because I don't want to look at whatever that is. Like that face is too scary.
Yeah.
So I think Catwoman and Penguin are better villains than Jack Nicholson as a Joker. I'm
Oh,
just gonna put
definitely.
it-
Yeah. And people were complaining at the time that it was too packed with villains, but I don't know. I don't feel that it's overstuffed at all. So,
No.
But let's talk about Michael Keaton. I think he's.
but I mean, the bit where he's just brooding, like super emo Keaton in his room, and the bat signal goes up. I mean, I was like the hair stood up on my arms when I saw that in the theater. I was just like, "Fuck yeah!" Like it's the coolest moment ever.
So there's not much. What I was missing was the Commissioner Gordon stuff. Like there's, that he was
Or Harvey
he was
Dent.
like he was a whatever character.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, I like that. It's good.
Yeah, good stuff. Anyways, so yeah,
What was his deal with wanting to like keep it a secret who he was, but like revealing it to every woman who
Oh,
fell
God.
for it? Like,
Oh, yeah.
like, it was like, oh well, it's a secret, but you know what? No.
Boo, here I am.
Listen, she's gonna figure it out eventually. She wakes up one night while he's slinking off, follows him through the
Yeah.
piano door in the cave to the cave, and
Him,
it's all Alfred's fault.
him talking about Vicky Vale was interesting to me. I was like, oh, they're talking about the first movie.
Yeah,
He
there's a
kept
reference.
talking about. He kept going. I'm like, okay, we don't need to hear all that.
And he scratches a CD, so that's cool in one scene.
Oh my god, that was so dumb.
A little cheesy.
Like, this is so stupid.
Yeah, like Alfred's a pretty good hacker. Like before hacking, like breaking
Yeah.
into systems, like
Everyone in a
impressive.
movie with a computer was like, I'm in.
Yeah.
Like,
even if it's 90-year-old Alfred.
But yeah,
But
walking
Alfred's
to the
always
top,
secretly been a huge badass. So
Yeah.
good stuff. So yeah, you should get Batman Returns on LaserDisc. No Japanese copies, huh?
now,
Negative.
now I feel like I got to get some Japanese Laserdiscs. Maybe I'll go hunt
I'm
one
just
down.
used to Luke having all of them, but
I'm going back soon. I'm going back next Saturday, so I'll fix them out.
yeah,
oh,
good.
great,
It's your
great.
assignment. All right, let's move on to 1993. Now
Well,
we're
wait a minute. Do you want to put an asterisk to talk about the other movie from 1992 that he's attached to?
all right. Let's go for it.
He provides the English voice of the lead character in the Hayao Miyazaki movie Porco Rosso.
Which is not
I
on
know
that
Luke-
copy.
Luke- It's not on this copy. It's not on Laserdisc.
Yep.
But for the English-speaking world, he is, of course, tied to the character. He plays a World War I pilot
Yep.
who's cursed with being a pig
Yep.
because he refuses to join the fascists that are taking over his country. He refuses to fly for them and is cursed because of it.
Is that in the Ghibli box?
It is in the Ghibli
It is.
box.
Then I have it. What?
Ah. I have the Ghibli box too. This just seemed easier to pull out. It's a beautiful movie, perhaps the most like human of the stories that Miyazaki told, and I think Michael Keaton's voice is just wonderful in this movie.
Oh, there you go.
If you guys haven't seen Porco Rosso, I implore you to watch the 2003 Disney dub. It's on the Blu-ray. It's top tier stuff.
Yeah, it's great. Kind of airplane porn too, because Miyazaki was
Yeah,
like really into
Miyazaki. Well,
aerospace.
Miyazaki famously loves flight. He's
Yeah,
made
so-
multiple movies about flight with the Focus. But this one, it's got Michael Keaton. It's got the woman who voices Meg in Hercules.
Yeah,
Oh,
It's got a band of pirates that in the dub is voiced by the guy who's Raymond's brother, and everybody loves Raymond.
wow. So Jimmy
Um,
John's.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff, and I love this movie.
so is there an
very-
OG dub that was just done by like random people?
There is an OG dub on the Laserdisc. It sucks. It's bad. I'm sorry. You
All right.
can't go from Keaton to someone probably with the last name Keaton spelled with a C.
Yeah,
Like it's just a
Cheating.
step down in every way.
Nice.
And the cover in that is much
Is this
better.
it?
I just didn't. Yeah, that's is
that's a different.
that Porco Rosso? I
don't-
can't tell from here. I
Doesn't
can
look
pull
like it.
my box, but that's a lot of work.
We got loot for it.
That's
Well,
Totoro.
That's Totoro.
Yeah. Ever tell you my story where I got my Ghibli box? I got it at a book off in Japan.
From Michael Keaton.
A book off that was very close to the Ghibli Museum. I
Ooh.
got it. I thought that was so cool. I was like, oh
Nice.
yes, I do need to buy this because it's probably
Hayden,
that-
you're an
that
anime guy.
was-
Do you have the Ghibli box?
I don't have the box set, but I do have the Porco Rosso disc.
Oh, nice.
Someone on
Right.
eBay was selling all the discs separately, and I hadn't seen that movie, so I picked it up.
Yeah,
Uh,
Porco Rosso's a
It's
substantial
nice
movie.
and flat.
All right, so let's move move from Miyazaki to Shakespeare. So important stuff to important stuff. 93, we've got a not letterbox, damn it, Columbia copy of Much Ado About Nothing, which is rather delightful. Kenneth Branagh film with everyone and their mother in here, including a young Kate Beckinsale. But the man himself plays Dogberry, this constable, and this he's kind of bumbling cop in the center of this, and all these characters, Denzel Washington and Keanu's in here, and they're all kind of scheming and conniving and trying to hook up with one another and hook other people up with one another, and then it gets a little more dangerous. And he's like the cop that kind of bumbles his way to success throughout it. He's really hamming it up and chewing up the
so
scenery.
good.
Yeah,
Kenneth Branagh made a bunch of just brilliant Shakespeare movies in the 90s. This is not the most prestigious one. That one is, of course, Hamlet. But this one is the one that I find myself able to watch the most regularly.
yeah.
Everyone is just top notch in this movie. Just Denzel Washington's in this movie.
Yeah.
Emma Thompson's in this movie. Keanu fucking Reeves is in this
Yeah,
movie.
baby.
Oh no.
Like it's just like who's who of early 90s Hollywood.
Yep.
And it's just I had to watch this for a college course that I took a Shakespeare course in college.
Nice.
I enjoyed it very much. And I purchased this disc shortly afterwards. And man, if I wasn't already feeling Batman, I probably would toss this one on just because this is such a good play.
Yeah.
I've seen this one produced live at least once. It's very good.
Yeah, this film is
Shakespeare's
it's
good.
pretty breezy. It's 110 minutes. It's not as obviously not as beefy as Hamlet. So Ryan might even like it.
I mean, it does have Robert Sean Leonard in it too, so
True.
we
Yeah.
didn't mention him. But no,
We did now.
I literally have sold every copy I've ever gotten because I'm like, no, I'm not watching Shakespeare. I'm gonna watch Don the Dragon Wilson.
Luke even sent me a copy as packing material, and I was like, "Oh, cool, thanks." And he's like, "That's your packing material, you jerk." It isn't now,
That's
and I've since
Classic
gotten like
Luke.
3 more copies. Yeah,
Classic Luke not appreciating culture.
yeah.
I just have to
would-
send one
Yet
my
has
way.
every criterion. Like
right? But that's just just collect to collect, man. Where'd he go? He left us again. Anybody else into Much Ado About Nothing?
I literally didn't even pull that one. I forgot about it, and now I really want to watch that one because I didn't realize all these people were in it.
You will have a very good time.
Yeah.
I mean, Branagh's the man, and he made so
Never-
many good movies. He doesn't make good movies anymore for whatever reason.
Come on, Thor.
Thor?
I'm trying. Come on. Anyways.
Yeah. Actually, I like
Hey,
Cinderella.
he's back. Welcome back, Luke.
Hey, sorry. What I
happened?
missed?
Just Much Ado About Nothing.
Long story short, we're having a birthday party for my daughter tomorrow.
Oh,
We literally have a bouncy house in our backyard. It's super
sick. Did you just run out and do a couple bounces?
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Check
it.
it
No,
out.
Yeah.
no. But
Send
my
photos.
daughter really wanted to show me the bouncy house. So anyway,
Okay.
what I miss? Much ado about nothing.
Much Ado About
Um,
Nothing.
Nothing.
I
We're about to
accused you
segue.
of not appreciating culture.
Cool. That's great. That's awesome.
Because you
then
used a
somebody
copy
said
as
you
packing
have- and
material
somebody
for
said
me.
you have every criterion and
I do.
clowned
Funny
all
story.
over me.
Funny story. I have about Much Ado About Nothing. When I was looking at the VHSs the other day, I found Much Ado About Nothing and Mr. Mom, and I'm like, I'm not gonna watch Much Ado About Nothing. There's no way I'm gonna watch that. So no, thank you.
Oh,
Anyway,
wow.
that's it. Yeah.
All right, so moving on to a super depressing film, which I saw like when it first came out on video, but I don't have it. I think it's probably a Columbia House Rotter or Columbia Rotter, but a film called My Life. Anybody have that
Oh, what the heck?
with him and Kidman? I remember liking it when it
Hey,
came
look
out.
at that guy.
It's just super depressing.
Picked this up about
Yep.
6 hours ago. I did not have time to watch it.
Like a widescreen. Look at that guy.
Yeah,
And
it's
he's-
widescreen.
He's dying, and he decides he's going to document his life for his unborn child. So it's really like they're about to have a child. He's also dying, and they're trying like homeopathic treatment, and so there's this kind of like weird, like almost
Michael
Jacob's
Bay
Laddery
type
kind of
movie?
vibe going in it.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
strange film.
It's got like an essay on the back. I was hoping it would have like a description of what the movie is,
No, just no.
but it's like an essay. It's like one of those like interviews.
But I think is it Bruce Joel Rubin involved? in it? I think
Yes,
it's the
Bruce
guy who
Joel
did
Rubin.
Ghost and Jacob's Ladder. So there's this real interesting through line between those films.
Oh.
Yes, it does say somewhere that it's from the people who made Ghost.
Yeah.
Um,
Didn't really
Cover.
want-
People are so sleepy in so many ways. They go through life in such a dreamlike state. One of the reasons I wanted to make this film was to bring death into public view.
Hmm.
Knowing death allows you to have some awareness of life. Bruce Joel Rubin.
Interesting. So yeah, so if you liked Ghost and Jacob's Ladder, check this out.
I do like Ghost, actually.
And Keaton's great in it.
Sounds
Yeah,
real heavy.
I'm gonna maybe watch this. I've got a February break coming up, so I'm gonna watch a whole bunch
Okay.
of nonsense.
Perfect.
So
Anybody else seen My Life? No.
Oh.
Ryan, come on.
I don't even
No
have it.
way.
Like,
How can you not have it? You have
I
everything
probably
ever
read the
invented.
cover and looked and saw it said drama and then just put it in the cell.
there's another copy at my local place. I can go pick one up for you guys.
I
I can
think that
send it
sounds
out.
like-
with
I do need one
Pocahontas.
because actually maybe DADC Austria made it. Maybe it's not a Rotter. It might be
I
Austrian.
could just put my copy in
Austria.
right now and check.
Well,
Austria.
we're good. It is Austria. All right, cool. All right, so cool. Pick me up one. All right, let's move into something
Yeah.
Luke's gonna like, because I think he was talking about this one. So we're gonna move into a Ron Howard film again, working with Ron Howard,
Paper.
called The Paper. All right, so yeah, Luke wanted to talk about this, right?
No, I've never seen it in my life.
But yeah, I haven't seen this in ages. I was actually excited to kind of revisit this for the podcast, but it just didn't quite happen. But yeah, it's like, a day in the life of a newspaper. So lots of front page type shenanigans going on. And of course, like everything that can possibly happen happens in this day. Yeah. So it's a little unrealistic in that terms, but yeah, a lot of interesting characters and energy and everything. So going back and forth. Randy Newman does the music, and yeah. So I'll show you see if I can get in there. Tomei, you got Glenn Close, Randy Quaid, everyone loves him. Robert Duvall.
Oh, we also have Catherine O'Hara, Jason Alexander.
Catherine O'Hara, she's in everything. So,
And Jason Alexander.
but yeah, David Kep co-wrote it, and yeah, there you go. Good stuff. Check it out. And it's encoded in digital sound, in case you want. But yeah, it's Letterbox from Universal for your enjoyment. So good, Luke left.
This was one I was this one, Mr. Mom, Night Shift. Those were the ones on my. I was gonna try and tackle at least one of those today.
Yeah, I was gonna watch this too, but
Oh, this it's funny because like this one and freaking like Dream Team, like the covers are like really similar to me.
oh yeah, it's just this one has the Universal Letterbox
The-
Galaxy.
Whoever decided like this was a good idea was like, let's just do it again. And like,
Sure enough.
Maybe they thought they'd trick people into thinking it's the widescreen version of Dream Team.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
sick.
get that.
I love Dream Team. So, there you go. All right. So let's move on. Nobody watched that, so nobody cares. Who wanted to talk about this one? Somebody was asking about Speechless. Anybody?
We're speechless about Speechless.
Has anybody seen this damn thing?
I watched the trailer
Okay.
because
Tell
I
us about it,
definitely
Max.
didn't get this one. So
Dinosaur Club?
I wish it was Dinosaur Club. That would have been so sick. No, actually, this cover does absolutely nothing for me.
Gina
Zero.
Davis. She's looking excited.
This right here. I have no idea what this movie is about. I honestly thought he was a mute. That's what I thought this was about based on this cover. I'm like, I'm never gonna watch this movie. Like, who is the mute here? Who is physically speechless in this movie?
They look
like-
pretty happy.
I know, but like I just never saw like from a distance, you're flipping through the things, you just see this. Like that's
Yeah.
what I thought. Watch the trailer. I was like, I'm actually going to watch this. This looked really good. They're both speech writers. The speechless,
Ah.
but they're for the opposing sides.
Ah,
there's-
okay.
But they met before they knew that about each other. So they have this kind of whirlwind romance, it seems like, during this kind of speech writing thing that they're doing for these candidates, and they're kind of like both don't really care about the candidates because they care about each other.
This picture's kind of weird though. It almost looks like he drugged her and he's like coming in for like a creepy like kiss while she's like passed out or something. He's like, yeah.
Worst cover. This gives me nothing about speech writing. Like,
No.
This
All right.
doesn't look political. This doesn't. I don't know why they chose that.
Directed by Ron Underwood. Okay.
I genuinely thought before I read the cover that it was like a Cinemax thriller or something that he happened to be in. Like you look at the cover and
Yeah.
you don't read that it says comedy at the bottom. You're like, oh,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Comedy beyond words. Yeah. This is
Interesting
one of
would
those.
be-
This is a great thing. This is why you need to buy lots, because if you buy lots, you're going to get copies of Speechless, and they're going to be minty because nobody ever watched them.
They were
And,
confused about its premise.
And then yeah,
Didn't even take mine off the shelf.
Yeah.
all right. This podcast is getting better by the minute. All right, let's move into 1996. We're getting closer to the end of LD.
Oh, hey, I'm alive now.
Look at you. We've birthed a Chris. Is Hayden alive? Were you alive in 1996?
Yes.
All right, cool. Excellent. We're celebrating everyone's.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Let's move on to Prime Rotter territory with a little multiplicity.
Mine's clean.
Yeah. Mine is rotted, but you can watch it. It's like the same level of rot throughout, and it affects the digital sound, but the analog's okay. So, yeah.
Clean.
Is that a Hong Kong?
Yeah, yours is clean because it's a different pressing from a different country.
Please tell us about it.
This one is one of the best Hong Kong pressings I've seen. It's full 235 to 1. subtitles outside of the picture, and it's really decent quality. So,
and you need
I've never seen
235 for
another
this
one.
film.
Thank you, eBay. A while
Because
back.
there's a lot going on visually because there's so many Michael Keatons in this. So
Yeah,
Is
and
it
you
a-
can't watch it. I mean, thankfully they didn't put this out in pan and scan, but like if they would have put out like a 4:3, I feel like it would have cut some of the stuff. Like it just couldn't have framed it properly.
yeah, but Harold Ramis directed it, so you know it's got to be good. It's fun stuff. Who watched it for the podcast? You, Ryan, or
Yeah,
Max?
for sure.
Yeah. All right. Multiplicity
watched
fans.
I had not seen this before.
Oh wow, okay.
It's first time watch. I felt like he went back to Dream Team with this man right here that he was playing.
Yeah.
That was a really interesting choice.
Yeah.
I
See if we
don't know
can
how I
make
feel
that.
about him. But
Okay,
the rest
yep.
of the Keatons, there's not this many Keatons. I think we should preface that.
Yeah, there's what, 4?
There's only 4 Keatons.
Yeah. But they have different personalities,
Yeah,
so
you know.
it's like acting times 4.
Yeah. It was very Parent Trap, Lindsay Lohan Parent Trap kind of vibe, you know?
Oh, I have that movie. That's a good movie.
Yeah, right. This is a bit of I want
Yeah.
my money back. I'm like, there's not that many Keatons
I
in
know
this
there's
film.
not that many.
What do you got to write up there, Ryan?
Oh,
Well, it comes with an insert, the
Oh,
US
yeah.
version. I saved my US insert because it was kind of a cool insert.
yes.
Yeah, American cinematographer
Good.
article
They show us how they did it.
with Richard Edlund doing the visual effects. Like he's done so much sci-fi stuff. Yeah.
No, it's really cool, and it still looks pretty good. It holds up pretty well in terms of visual effects, I think. And it's
Yeah,
funny.
I didn't feel like it was like you didn't believe that they were all there. Like
Yeah.
it felt like they were all there and they were all interacting, and
Yeah, it's supernatural
she definitely was very
and
confused
supernatural.
about the
Okay.
situation. So
So why I've never seen it. What's the story again? Why is he multiplied? Like what happens?
Really, he just wants to go golfing and fishing and stuff.
Okay. So is he like a Rick Moranis scientist and he multiplies himself, or
No, he meets a
I don't
guy
know.
on a
It doesn't
job
matter. It
who
doesn't
can help him clone himself, and then, well, one's not enough. So, and
Yeah.
each clone is slightly different.
and then they all have sex with each other?
no, they all have sex with
Yeah.
his wife.
Yeah.
Sexy
Spoiler
times.
alert.
Sorry,
She couldn't tell the difference.
Yeah.
I mean, it was him. One, I like the ending where he like puts the numbers on everybody, and then they all do construction, because like he starts out, he's number 1 is construction worker guy.
Oh, great. Spoiler alert. I've never seen this movie.
Yeah, it doesn't ruin it. You're gonna be
That's not
fine.
enough to
Yeah.
ruin it.
That's not a Luke spoiler.
No, that was a polite spoiler. You should. I feel like it was.
And then
Yeah,
when 4 dies, man.
Yeah, that was rough.
Just
I really thought they were gonna kill off 4 though. I was like, he's going to get hurt somehow. Like it's going to happen. Like
Nice. Yeah. Back to the fun stuff with the Keaton in that one. So
yeah.
then who's got Inventing the Abbotts in 1997? I never got that. It's pretty cheap usually, and I think it's a nice looking disc, but
I have a copy of that. I forgot. I don't have that here.
and I think he's the narrator, and he's like the older version of one of the characters in it. But I think Liv Tyler's in it, and
Yes,
a bunch of
Liv
people.
Tyler.
But yeah,
this
haven't seen that.
drama. Mm.
Yeah.
I have it. I haven't seen it.
All right, so drama. We should kick that to the curb. Let's move into fun stuff. Let's do some Jackie Brown. Boo.
I'm coming in hot with the Japanese with the
Let's do some top
Topo-bies.
movies.
Hey, look at
That's
you!
right.
Look at that guy! High five, baby!
But DTS baby, DTS baby.
DTS is for the birds when you've got the
Losers.
top baby.
Obi, baby! Well, look at that!
Yeah, it's on the
Obi's
right
a
spot
lame.
and
It's a
everything.
really great cover though. No
Yeah.
joke.
Oh man, Jackie fucking Brown.
So yeah, you got killer cast in this sucker, and Michael Keaton in a smallish role in the film.
Yes, supporting role.
Yeah. Michael Keaton though is great in this movie.
Yeah, he is. All right,
This
so
movie
tell
is
the
just-
kids about Jackie.
Jackie Brown is Tarantino's best movie.
Jackie Brown.
I'm gonna say
It's one of his best.
I'm gonna say it's his least stylized.
Mhm.
I agree it's his best movie. Like I really do, but it is straight ripped from the novel. Like I've
Oh,
tried
yeah.
to read Rum Punch, and it's like dialogue is just straight from Elmore Leonard's.
But it is impressive that Tarantino was able to get out of his own way and actually do the novel. Like, yeah, he actually was able to focus and not get lost in Pulp Fictionisms and things like that. So
It's
You know what?
it's
Sorry, go
really
ahead.
great that you got Robert De Niro and Michael Keaton in supporting roles. You
Yeah.
know, I was reading that Robert De Niro wanted to play Robert Forster's role, but
Yep.
Tarantino was like, "Nope, I want Robert Forster."
And
And like, I couldn't
Forster-
imagine a movie without Robert Forster as that lead role.
yeah, it was amazing.
Forster kills in this movie.
Yeah.
He's so good and just so like he's great.
Yeah.
But Michael Keaton, he plays this kind of cop, a cop who's having fun as being a cop, you know,
Yep.
and it's great. Like it's weird to see him in a supporting, not weird, but it's refreshing. I don't know. It's good.
Yeah.
Everything is
Yeah,
great
it was
about
kind of refreshing when it came. It was like, oh, Michael Keaton's playing this character. That's cool. Yeah, I don't know why it seemed so strange, but it did, and it was cool.
I love this
It's a
movie.
package.
I
It's-
unabashedly love this movie. I watched again. The Japanese LaserDisc looks great. Like it looks really solid. There's a weird extra feature on the third disc or something. Some weird behind the scenes whatever. It's not listed on the thing. It's just a great. Like if this movie came out today, it's not dated at all. Like the only thing that dates this movie is the lack of cell phones, but that's it. But I love it. Michael Keaton does this. There's this one scene that Michael Keaton's in where he's looking at a bag and he's describing the bag. And this is always weird to me where he says, oh, you got this, you got a purple bag. Oh, no, it's a white bag. But then it's got this he says, and an extremely attractive woman on the bag. It's like, it was so weird, but just, okay, that's his character. I loved it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It was I saw this. It was 97, but I don't think it came out in my neck of the woods until like January 98. But I saw it in the theaters.
I
What's
watched
that?
this shit Christmas Day. I remember going to the
Wow,
movie
okay.
Christmas Day to watch it. It was a
Where were you?
Christmas Day
Were you
movie.
in Georgia?
Yeah, I was in Georgia. I was in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
and
didn't come out everywhere. I would figure it came out everywhere.
Maybe I just didn't get to see it with my friends until. So yeah, I went to go see it with a bunch of diehard Tarantinoids, and half of them never forgave me because this is like if you're zazzed on Pulp Fiction and Reservoir Dogs and From Dusk Till Dawn and everything Tarantino had gone, and you roll into this at like midnight and you're ready for the pulpiest, most fun Tarantino film ever. You're not getting it.
I think it is though. I think it is a natural progression.
Everyone hated it, and everyone walked out like that
Weird,
was a piece
crazy.
of shit. And
That's
we all hated
crazy.
it. And I got it on video, and I was like, oh, I like this a lot on video by myself at home on LaserDisc. But
When you
in the
absolutely
theaters, it
gotta
didn't
kill
really
every
play that well.
motherfucker in the room, except no substitutes.
That was it. That was like the cock tease. That was like the bit. You're like, oh, nice, it's Tarantino, and then he like pulls it away from you, and he's like, sucker, it's a serious, mature film.
It's a love story. Like
I
it's
know.
just
And you were like,
such a good
"Yeah,
love story.
I hate you, Tarantino. Love stories.
And it's interesting that Tarantino never went back to do another movie like this. He has
Right,
only
yeah.
done his own scripts from this point forward.
This is the only one where he
Yeah.
from the different source of his own. Yeah. And Elmore Leonard said it was the best script he ever read of his stuff. Or
Yeah,
something.
he freaking loved it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's the total package.
All right. Hayden, you a Quentin Tarantino guy or?
Yeah, I like Quentin Tarantino. I've unfortunately not seen this movie.
What do you let me do?
You're in for a
Yeah.
treat.
All right, who's sending their
I tried to
copy?
get a copy.
Oh, the
Yeah.
new howler, everybody.
That didn't work out. So
All right. Send off
There
a
will
copy,
no-
Luke.
I got.
I have
got
no
Sam.
equals, Luke. You'll never be able to replace me.
No, we got one. He's right here. His name's Hayden.
So anyway, shout out to Mikey. Mikey sent me this disc. We're moving into 1998 quickly. This is the next thing I wanted to watch for this podcast, but I didn't get a chance to. Who's got Desperate Measures? Who has seen it?
I put an eBay offer down. It was like an $8 disc. I was like, I'll pay $4, and the guy told me to kick rocks. So I don't have it.
I'm sorry. Back to Jackie Brown real quick.
No,
We
we're on
have-
Desperate Measures now.
No. We have to talk
I
about.
want to see what Ryan's got.
We have to talk about. He's playing the same role that he plays in Out of Sight. Are we?
Yeah, but we're talking about that
getting
next.
out of sight. next.
Okay, fine. I'll be quiet.
I'm just cutting that segment right out.
Burn it to
Ryan,
the
what do you
ground.
got there? Is that Japanese or is that
It
Indonesian?
is a Japanese. There's no Obi on this one. I
okay.
don't even know where I got it. I might have even got it from Luke. Probably just like, here's this Japanese
material.
throwaway. Take it.
All right. Who did it? Barbet Schroeder did it. I liked Kiss of Death. He did that. So I guess I have to watch this now. But yeah, it's got Andy Garcia. Looks fun. All right. Whatever. Okay. Luke, if someone liked Ray Nicolette, the character from Jackie
Which
Brown,
you do.
is there another movie that they could
Yes,
see
it's called
Michael Keaton?
Jurassic Park.
Oh, no, that's not it.
Oh
No,
no,
I like Jurassic.
It's out of sight.
Act
man.
surprised.
Boom!
Look at you guys,
Japanese out of sight.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
Obi Strip. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a signature collection.
Whoa.
Is the signature collection with an Obi. I'm sorry, Sam. You're out of here.
Dolby Digital sticker, baby. Director's Deluxe Edition with special features.
I mean, this movie is another one of the fucking goods.
Yeah.
It is. I'm gonna say it's like one tier down from Jackie Brown.
It's not as good as Jackie Brown.
It's not as good as Jackie Brown, but it's the same kind of vein, and it's got
Elmer
a
Leonard.
young Clooney, and it's got Jennifer Lopez in one of her first
And her
starring
best-
roles.
Her best role, I would say.
I would say to date, her maybe one of her few good roles. I would absolutely agree.
Ving
I mean-
Rhames is in there too, right?
Don Cheadle,
Yeah, Ving Rhames,
Farina,
Don Cheadle. God,
What's his
Albert
face?
Brooks.
Yeah. Oh, well.
I watched this movie back to back with Jackie Brown when I was in high school. And it was like I was living on a different planet for an afternoon. I mean, these movies are just so fucking stylish.
So
Oh my
let's.
God.
So
Sadly, it's
Michael
not on the
Keaton-
cover, but yeah.
So I saw it in the theater. I saw Jackie Brown, and then I went to go see Out of Sight, and I didn't know. And I'm like, wait a minute, Michael Keaton's playing the same fucking role. Like it was so crazy.
Yeah.
And it's just another he's the girlfriend of Jennifer Lopez, where he comes in for like one scene. He's still doing his thing. And it was like a cool, like, I don't know it's weird to even talk about. It's just a cool, like, movie handshake. There's two directors being cool with each other. And I read about it, and like Quentin said, hey, do not charge them for having this character, whatever, that's fine. Because they're both Elmer Leonard novels, right?
Yep.
And so it's just like, hey, let's just do something cool for once, goddammit.
Yeah. And Steven Soderbergh did a great job. There's a commentary track on here if you want to check it out. So yeah.
Soderbergh, Tarantino, they're the best we got right now.
I have to mention here, Ebert was lazy as hell. One of the 10 years best. Also,
one of the years best.
Like on literally both of these.
So they're all his favorite.
He has
All.
He likes Keaton.
Yeah, he's in. He represents what's cool about the 90s.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. I think we're almost done with Keaton. Does anybody have Jack Frost on LaserDisc?
Oh,
I got canceled.
Wrong
Wrong
one.
I
one.
almost bought mine too.
Ah, man.
It was announced and canceled, which is a shame because it would have been a good LaserDisc, nice late release that we'd overpay for a fun movie. I'm not going to say it's great, but it's fun.
It would have been a perfect opportunity to swap the two discs accidentally and end up with the really bizarre snowman swap on
Yeah.
Laser.
So out of all these Keatons, what are the essential ones? What should everyone pick up? Like
God.
Batman, Jackie Brown,
Batman.
Jackie Brown.
All right.
War
There's two.
Hits, the three that I have.
And the squeeze.
I'm gonna say Beetlejuice,
Okay. Yeah.
Batman.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I think Much Ado About Nothing is kind of the
Ooh.
weird, artsy, less
Okay.
popular. I mean, it was like big at the time, but it's not a blockbuster. So Beetlejuice, Batman, Much Ado About Nothing, and we can stop at Jackie Brown. Those are
Fair
the
enough, yeah.
essentials.
Batman
think-
Returns.
Yeah, come on.
I
Give me
think,
some
but-
returns,
but-
baby.
But I didn't want to oversaturate and get
Yeah.
too much Batman going in there.
Listen,
Personally,
you can't have too much Batman.
Personally, I would pick Batman Returns. And I know that there is a certain subset of people in 2022 who are like, Batman Returns fucks.
I'm one of
but-
those people.
But I think the
Fucks
general people,
so hard.
most people will be okay with just Batman.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't show my mom Batman Returns, but I would show my mom Batman.
I went to
It just depends on the
see
crowd.
Batman Returns with my mom.
I'm
Shout out
pretty
to my
sure,
mom.
like
Your
I
mom's
saw
cooler than my
Batman
mom.
Returns with my parents.
I watched Batman Returns with my parents 100%.
Like it was just a big deal.
Give
Like,
me your opinion on this. What is not what mom wouldn't want Michelle Pfeiffer?
Listen, my mom. This is
Hayden,
not
what do
the-
you got? A favorite Keaton movie out of all these? Let's change the channel.
Sam is the best host in the world.
Yeah, Batman's for me, both of
All
them.
right, cool. All right.
And then I'll be picking up the Squeeze and Jackie Brown. Y'all sold me on those.
All right, nice.
yes.
We did our job.
It's
And
weird.
check out
that-
Clean and Sober.
And honestly, I really I bet this is ridiculous.
That's the dark horse.
Dirt cheap.
It's like
because-
$1.99 everywhere.
Yeah, this is a great movie. Like, watch this movie. Like, it's fully watchable in ways that, like, let's say someone,
Yeah. I should have bought that disc years ago because
like we'll say some of these aren't as watchable,
Yeah.
but this is quite watchable.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I would still say if you can, if you see this on a streaming service, like watch this.
If you want a good nap, try One Good Cop.
one good
I'm
nap.
sorry, I'm just.
You
being
did
mean.
clearly
I'm
not
sorry.
see the most outrageous scene that I will not spoil, but there is
Okay.
a freaking katana involved. Okay,
Ooh,
you missed it. You did not see.
I'm
the movie
down.
at all.
what do you got there, Luke? Jackie Brown. Luke muted himself.
All right, I'm back.
I
It
thought yours
speaks
had a
for
copy
itself.
of Obi's on all four sides. I saw that on LDS.
That was great.
Yeah.
That was funny.
All right. You guys ready for a quick wolf pick?
Oh God, yes.
All right. Let's tear into this quick and then we'll do all the pickups and fun things. I'm going to air this episode in like August or something, or maybe next December because I got my Christmas tree. But
It's February
Bro,
11th.
it's February. When you taking that Christmas tree down? Like,
I put that Christmas tree up like the day before Christmas, so it is staying up for an extended period. It's coming down soon.
When is soon? Define soon.
This will be the last podcast featuring it
Okay. And
until
so-
next year.
Okay. So when we were in Denver, they said you take your Christmas tree down when they have a rodeo in Denver, but the rodeo was canceled this year because of COVID. So like, when do I take the Christmas tree down? Oh God.
They left.
Yeah, like we were moving. The house was like a hot piece of crap like the entire year, so we didn't get to decorate until the last minute. So we're like, yeah, we're gonna savor this. So every day is Christmas until like mid-March or something. The Ides of March. That's when we're stopping.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We
now
still-
that I know you don't like it, I'm gonna
We-
leave it up longer.
We have a Christmas tree in our bedroom. It's
Now I know the secret. Anyways, all right. But around the time of this taping, the one and only, he's kind of a local hero and legend in my neck of the woods because he's from the Berkshires. But Douglas Trumbull is a director and science fiction special effects mastermind. He passed away. One of the most recent things he did, which is awesome, is you should check out the man. Oh, he didn't make it, but he helped produce The Man Who Killed Hitler and then The Bigfoot. Which is an awesome flick. You should get it on Blu-ray. But anyways, he worked on like pretty much the two most iconic science fiction films of all time, and his special effects rule. So we're gonna fight him. Blade Runner versus 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Damn, you
Multiple
can't do this to
versions.
me.
Both Criterion collections, if you want to roll that way. I
Wow.
just happened to grab these two pressings.
You can't do this to me.
I did. I just did it.
This is
Soak
my
in it.
Sophie. This is my Sophie's choice.
I know. You got to choose.
Oh fuck! Go to me last.
Does
Okay.
2001 have 3, 4? Is it how many criterions are there? 4?
There's
There's
like well,
two-
there's the two pressings of the
Two
box set,
sets.
and
Two
then there's
versions of the
the CLV, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you really want the
Yeah,
AC3
you just want the
widescreen from the late
AC3
90s.
reissue. Yeah.
The box set, however, is
Yes.
tasty. The non-Criterion box set is very
Yes.
tasty too.
I have that up there.
Yeah.
Where's my copy of 2001?
Yeah. All right. But Ryan, you must have some strong opinions. These are your favorite films, right?
I've never made it through Blade Runner. I've tried.
Wow.
I get bored.
We're
I'm
living
like,
in the future that it is presented.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
There we
so,
go. Thanks, Luke.
Yeah, definitely 2001.
Okay, so we got one vote for 2001. You got anything, Max?
I'm going Blade Runner. I just love the cool, dark, just that whole environment. I love it.
Yeah.
And we're
Style.
living in it. We're living in that right now.
Hell yeah, we are. All right, Hayden, you got a favorite?
Probably 2001 for me.
Okay. All right. Do you have a favorite LaserDisc or just whatever you can get your hands on?
Yeah, I've got the Criterion box, which I like, but then the one I really like is the 80s Japanese CAV widescreen one.
Ooh.
The base is a little bit heavier and it's a little bit sharper to my
Nice.
eyes anyway. So
All right.
That's the
So
one
we
I
got a
go for.
couple 2001s. All right. Chris is going last. All right, Luke, what do you got?
I'm going with Blade Runner.
All right.
I think it's more interesting. Both of the, Blade Runner, and it's Criterion number 69. So
It is Criterion number 69.
69. Dude.
It's also
Fuck.
19, isn't it?
It is.
yes,
Yeah.
Where is my copy of 2001?
I'm going Blade Runner as well. I mean, it is a Sophie's choice as well. And Trumbull's effects are fantastic on both of the films, but Blade Runner in particular, I just feel like I'm living in that movie when I watch it. I mean, not to say that I don't feel the same thing about it. Like the moon-based stuff is so freaking awesome, and I'm going Blade Runner as well. Love the director's cut, though I still enjoy the international cut on the Criterion as well. But all right, now it's your time to choose, Chris.
All right, 2001. Douglas Trumbull's work is just so groundbreaking in that feature film that it single-handedly inspired every science fiction movie that we've seen since.
Yeah, the mixing in the live action figures into the models is like mind blown.
But Blade Runner is the best science fiction movie that Hollywood has ever produced. From the moment it starts to the moment it ends, it's dripped in this beautiful mood. The visual effects are striking. It's maybe a plotless movie in some ways, but the visual effects, everything about it, it's just so beautiful. The imagery.
Sounds like you're leaning Blade Runner.
It's the most groundbreaking versus the most important. This is always the hardest choice. But
That's
Blade Runner is my dad's favorite movie.
All right.
It is the only movie that I took him to see the sequel to in the movie theaters. It just holds such a special place. I'm gonna have to go with Blade Runner.
All right, let's
but
shout
not
out
the
to Dad.
LaserDisc. Not the LaserDisc. I don't think any of the LaserDiscs are good.
What? I think they're great.
Whereas
The director's cut looks tasty.
No.
Yeah, it does. I project that on my damn screen. 127 inches of Blade Runner.
Get the final cut in 4K with Dolby Vision.
I have that.
Do that. Don't toy with me, Sam.
This is the LaserDisc podcast. We don't talk about. Oh yeah, we do talk about Blu-rays too.
But 2001's AC3 LaserDisc is the goods.
My favorite, strangely, 2001 is the 25th anniversary MGM box set. I think that thing.
That's a good
I think
set.
it's a tasty box. Yeah. All right. Now that we've lost Luke yet again, he's in the bouncy house. Let's do some pickups, LaserDisc pickups and things like that. All right. I'm going to save these for last. I don't have too many. This should be quick and painless. First off, just for no reason, got the THX Planet of the Apes. Sorry, it's a little blurry, but
incredible.
Less blurry. Yeah, there you go. I need the rest of the THX reissues. So if anyone out there has them, let me know.
Oh,
so,
well.
There you go. Oh, yeah. Hey, Max. What do you got some apes?
Yeah. We got apes over here.
All right, cool. Because I need some more apes.
Okay.
So I got that. And Ryan sent me some goodies. So that was cool. Including everyone needs a copy of Apollo 13 signed by Clint Howard, star of many a Michael Keaton film.
Wow.
So yeah, there you go. What's it say? Perry, to Perry, pay your taxes before you fly. All the best, Clint Howard. So
pay your taxes.
I mean, for all I know, Ryan signed this with a Sharpie before he sent this to me. But
I have one as well. They're real.
That's suspicious.
Perry Farrell from the Jane's Addiction?
I mean, he was like been caught stealing laser discs, and Clint Howard's like, you scoundrel.
I believe that Perry was the guy's collection that I bought.
Man,
Perry
and he's like,
Farrell?
I need two. Yeah.
Well, he said him and his buddy would like both get laser discs and then get them signed at conventions. So
Was his buddy Dave Navarro?
I maybe. They're not
look into
living
this.
well. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Ryan also sent me a Pete Postlethwaite flick called Distant Voices, Still Lives, which looks like a Clannad concert disc or something like that, but it's not. It's actually a Terrence Davies film. So it's got Angela Walsh and Freda Dowie and many other people. But I like Pete Postlethwaite. Rest in peace. He's the man. He's in a lot of cool flicks. And it's Image. So you know it's good. So
I like
It was packing material in a box, and I'm like, somebody's getting it, and Sam Lost.
But of course, he sent me a beater Totoro because he had multiple beaters. So like a bunch of us got beater Totoros. The disc is actually separately. So yeah, it's yeah, delightful. You may have heard of it.
It's a good one.
Me? Heard of that? Who
Yeah,
would've guessed?
you may have seen it already in this podcast when Luke showed it. Luke also sent me a couple of random things. He was
Yes.
having an 8-inch moment, and I just got in the mail today the LD tune-up 8-inch.
Alright.
So
Love those. That one's
Yeah.
really cool, actually.
yeah, I love the artwork on this sucker.
Yeah, it's a cool.
So it's cool stuff. And he also sent me the T2 8-inch.
Ooh.
So
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, never had that. It's only
Those are everywhere in Japan. Like I
yeah, it's only 900 yen. So I mean, it's a bargain. There you go. Yeah, it's an LD single. Does it have the? It's the 20 centimeter one. Do I need the adapter to work with it?
Oh,
whatever you
Oh
want.
yeah, it's
You
got the instructions there on how to use the adapter. So
I do have an adapter, by the way. I think,
oh cool.
but you don't need it. You don't need
I just drove to Boston today, and I got a bunch of stuff, including high definition Sony Fish.
Nice.
it.
It's coming to get you.
my God.
Yep. So there we go.
I'm coming down your way to watch some Muse and shit this
It's not
summer,
much.
Sam. Swear to
Yeah.
God.
Road
Each
trip.
fish is incredible.
Speaking of Muse, this is where I break my back.
Uh-oh.
Dead.
Rest in peace, Sam.
Also picked up a new decoder. Actually, I traded my decoder for this one. I have my wood panels I have to install on the side of this, but this has been recapacitored, so it's all freshly capped. So I got that, and then
Nice.
all right.
Got a bill of goods.
Yeah, I did. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can do this.
Is he picking up an X1? Oh, it's one of
Picking
the
up-
Sony players.
A Sony C1, which is the Sony version of the X0. So basically, wood panels. I'm putting it right back down. I'll put some in
my
shots.
gosh.
Someday I'm gonna get a cool player like that. Swear to God.
So now I got to hook that all up. So
Wow.
fun. Yeah.
That sounds like a good time.
It was a good time. I took a half day off from work and drove up to Boston, grabbed that, came back down. Was like, fuck, I need Michael Keaton discs. Pulled them furiously off the shelves, and here we are. I don't even know what day it is anymore.
Hold on. I gotta go rub
Tuesday.
my sister's dog. He needs to be pet. He's asking for attention over here.
All right, well, come back before it's time for pickup. So,
We'll just-
what do you got, Ryan?
I gotta go
Rub my dog.
I'm gonna switch gears and go straight into the foreign lands of
Gosh.
Singapore.
All right.
Got the feminine touch.
Wow.
Now this has got a great tagline. When there's nowhere to turn and no one to trust, survival is ...
The feminine touch.
Yeah. So I don't know. She's got a gun, so there's some business, and then there's some other business.
Yes.
Just-
Which touch is feminine? Is it the guns?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's like a hot tub fighting scene down there. Like
Stop
there's a
it. Oh.
lot going on. Look at that.
Yeah.
She's got him in like her legs. Like,
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Wow.
looking forward to that.
That looks
And
cool.
then we got an Indonesian only release deadly weapon. Like
Wow.
just some masked dudes,
So good.
lots of fire, and a dude that's poorly photoshopped on top of it.
Looks like the mentors are in that.
Wow. I love
And
it.
then you got that, and it's got Rob Freeman. You know Rob Freeman? Anyone?
Rod,
How about
Yeah.
John Savage?
John Savage.
Oh yeah,
There you
we
go.
got yeah.
There you go. It's got a name.
It's got recognition.
Moving on, we got Firehouse.
Is that like Clown House?
With
It is, but with
and
fire.
Firehouse, though.
And Richard Dean Anderson.
Oh, okay.
And,
He's scary.
this one is Indonesian. Again,
Wow.
it's so super generic Indonesian. Look at that.
Man.
Boom. They don't even care. They're like, you're gonna watch it anyways. There's fire on the cover. Got a sweet copy of Street Warriors with
Wow.
Christopher McDonald. This is a Hong Kong only. So
Wow. Love it.
really cool. Sorry, Taiwan only. Taiwan.
Oh.
Get it straight.
Yeah, this is a Taiwan laser soft. Yeah, you can. All theirs look the same. You guys are familiar with the Witchcraft franchise, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
what?
We're gonna have to call up some Seth graphics, but this is Witchcraft 7.
Oh my word.
Is that really Witchcraft 7?
This is really Witchcraft 7.
Ah,
I did spot check the disc, and it's like they just went for it on this cover. They're like vampires and lots of women who are not clothed, and they're just
Wow.
like, we don't even care. Like
Yeah.
kids coming to rent movies, not Witchcraft 7.
they couldn't even throw a pentagram on that cover. It's just
No,
straight
like,
boobs.
yeah. So
Wow.
Witchcraft 7.
It says the final chapter. Isn't there a Witchcraft 8?
There's like
lied.
15 now. Like it was the final chapter when it came out,
So
and then it wasn't. We've got LA Task Force,
God.
starring 3-time world kickboxing champion Rod. I can't remember, Aiken or something. My cover is just completely trashed.
Nice.
So quality looking.
Yeah, so he's running a task force. Rod Key, Kei, is his name. Obviously this one came from Singapore or something, and yeah, it's got to be good. There's a task force and a
It's LA.
kickboxer guy as his acting credits. Like whenever your fighting credits are your acting credits, you know it's a good movie. And I got some stuff that I've just haven't shown off that I need to. I've got Midnight Man.
Rob Lowe?
Yeah,
Lowe?
with Rob Lowe. This is a double television movie, so like it's 2 discs,
Ah,
Oh my gosh.
and it's like almost 4 hours. So
Wow.
I don't know if it was 2 movies or how it worked, but it was on like Showtime or something. They
oh,
released
okay.
it as a rental, so really cool.
Wild.
Got Hurricane Smith.
Oh my
Damn.
god.
Is
Incredible.
that Carl?
Yes, it is. That is Carl.
Nice.
And this one was pretty rough, but I was able to clean it up pretty well. But yeah, really
Is-
cool. And that's
Is Hurricane
all-
Smith better than Action Jackson? Like, where's he stand on the cool guys list?
I haven't seen it yet, so
All right.
I mean that's going to be hard to top Action Jackson, but
Yeah.
it could
Oh,
be.
wait a minute. Carl Weathers in Hurricane? Is he weatherman in this now too? Like
I
there's
believe he's a
weather.
weatherman with guns.
My god.
Hell yeah, that's a sell.
Sign me
right
up.
Wow.
Triple Impact. This is like a
Wow.
really hard to find US release that I've never scored a copy of, but I found the Taiwan laser soft release because
Wow.
when you're talking about impacts, you want more than one.
I'm used to double, but I don't know if I can handle triple.
Triple might be a lot.
This one's for the ladies. It's Ladies Game with Robert
my.
Davi. You'll need a sad face here, I think.
Oh
It's-
wow.
Look
Yeah,
at those shades.
yeah.
What's she
He's-
looking at? She's looking at something in the distance. I think
Yeah,
that's
but he's got a
going on.
gun, and
Yeah.
he's obviously playing the
Incredible.
ladies game. So
Morton Downey Jr.'s in that.
I
That's
guess.
amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep. So that one's obviously.
That's very high quality.
I don't even know where this one's from. I'd have to look, but I think it might be Taiwan or Hong Kong. But I think it's subtitled. It doesn't say, but I think it is. And then keeping the Robert Davi train going, we've got
Wow.
codename The Silencer, which is also known as Body Count. There's a kind of hard to find US release, but this one's got so much going on. And it's got
Dude. look at that
Davi,
cast.
Stephen Bauer, Brigitte Nielsen, Sonny Chiba, and Jan Michael Vincent. Like,
Oh
you
my
can't go wrong
God.
with this cast.
Damn.
This cast don't stop. That's amazing.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Wow.
I've heard that. Metallica told me that once.
And then if you probably took a double take at the last cover.
I
Wow.
did.
You really
Oh,
wanted to for this one. So you've
That's
got Bridget Bako and Costas Mandalore. That's a
Craig
really good
Schaefer
cast.
though. Come on.
Yeah. What's he been in?
Nightbreed.
So I don't know what's going on, but they seem to be
That's a
running.
It's
The
a
running-
good cover.
Back cover. I love it. Just
Yeah.
They're just like
more fun.
same photo. Just throw some graphics in
Throw
there.
more stuff on the sides.
And then I found the missing Speakman. So this was not an
Whoa.
LDDB,
Oh my
but
god.
this is a Jeff Speakman film with Gary Busey and Stephen Bauer and Roy Schneider. That's Plato's Run.
Speakman's like hiding. He's not
Yeah,
even
he's
in there.
hiding, but
Yeah.
he's still made the credits on the cover.
Good.
So yeah, there
Oh,
you
he's
go.
probably one of those guys
Yeah, it's
looking
yeah,
the other
yeah,
way.
Yeah. So Plato's Run is on LaserDisc. If you were wondering,
Wow.
it is. I got the only listed copy though, so it's out there. Couple more. I got some real highlights.
Okay.
Oh my god.
If you're a fan of Roddy Piper and Robert Davi, I finally scored a copy of the Bad Pack.
Wow.
Damn.
Oh,
Holy fuck!
What?
They didn't paint.
So Bad Pack recently re-released on
Blu-ray.
Blu-ray, yeah,
Yes.
from not Mondo, but another one.
Severin? Was it Severin? I don't know.
No,
Somebody. But so I got that, and then two more.
Okay.
I'm gonna one up those. First and foremost, our podcast favorite Michael Dudikoff was in a television series in the 90s called Cobra, and this is the pilot.
Nice.
This was, of course, not on LDDB.
Yeah.
And this is so poorly edited down that, like, when they start the pilot, like when it goes to start like the intro title sequence, it starts on the LaserDisc and then just like cuts and goes into the next scene. So they didn't even like edit it well.
Nice.
But this is the shit right here.
Wow.
Pretty decent picture. This is a Taiwan release, I believe. I think I found like the distributor, but like, yeah, it's completely in English, no subtitles or anything like that. And
Does
it's
he
the
play
first-
Cobretti? Like, does he play the Stallone character from Cobra?
No, he actually plays a character named Scandal Jackson.
Why didn't they call it Scandal Jackson then? That's a killer title.
Because Cobra's the agency he works for.
Oh,
And it's got
okay.
the bald general guy who is on the aircraft carrier from Top Gun.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
He runs the Cobra agency.
Yeah.
So I can't remember his name.
I like.
offhand.
I mean the guy from Back to the Future.
Yeah, Back to the Future. Yeah.
Yeah. He's been in all kinds of stuff. So
I like the banner that doesn't say widescreen, says Michael Dudikoff instead.
yeah.
Instead of widescreen, it's Dudikoff.
It's Dudikoff. Like,
And then I've got one more that's probably going to one up that. And
oh my god, what? No way.
What?
Oh, Cruel Jaws.
Oh my god.
I've heard
I
a lot
had
of tales of this disc existing.
Yeah, so this is a very tough story that I had.
Yeah.
I bought a copy and it didn't show up in the box. Thankfully, the person was able to find another copy because
Yes.
otherwise I would not have had Cruel Jaws. But this is legit. It's like Taiwan release only, wasn't even on LDDB. So it does exist. Thought it was like a myth, but
Wow.
it's not. It's a little rough on the cover, but the disc
But you
came
have
out
it.
pretty clean. And I tested it and it looked good. So,
Wow.
and you really can't legally like buy and sell it in the US. You can get like imports, but the last Blu-ray that came out, they had to pull the release because of rights issues because it rips off literally scenes from Jaws.
So if you like Jaws, you're probably going to love this, right?
Yeah, it's definitely Jaws, but with better everything.
Okay, yeah, it's
not,
like
not
next
just
level.
a complete hack job.
Yeah, sure.
So
Cool.
yeah, those were my pickups. I had a few. So who's next?
You got anything, Max?
I have a little itty bitty
Whoa.
Mega Mix magazine.
What's in this?
This is one of the most bizarre looking set of circumstances that I have seen with
Huh.
computers going on. Not sure what they're
Wow.
advertising,
Fire Beast.
but it looks good.
There's a video report. That's fun stuff.
Looks like, you know, like, I don't know, looks like they're coming up with stuff.
Yeah.
Is it really like from a magazine then?
I have no idea. I haven't watched it. It's still got the I haven't opened it yet.
Yeah, it's probably like one of those video magazines saying it's probably got like a bunch
we
of
got
different
video.
stories.
We have video report, Mega Mix news, virtual walking,
Ooh.
and
Better than
F1 Grand Prix.
Perfect.
looks tasty there.
Yep.
Okay, Ryan showed this. I had to have it.
Oh, nice.
It's a good one.
I needed more Anthony Michael Hall that I didn't know I needed, and of course, freaking Eddie and the Cruisers. So,
Yeah, we're gonna have to do an Anthony Michael Hall festival someday.
my God, he's so good. Yeah, this looked crazy. I'm really excited for that. Thunder and Mud.
Oh, sick. Penelope Spheres. And if I remember correctly, is it nuclear assaults in that? It's got like metal bands and mud wrestlers, right?
Yes, the audacity of someone to leave this sealed, but it isn't sealed. So I haven't gotten this to watch this yet, but
The
we
TV,
have.
it's interesting. It's an interesting.
It's like pay-per-view, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Cushing has the copy I found in Japan. I sent it to him once.
Do I?
Yes, you should.
That's news to me.
Yeah.
I mean, just this, like she's like gripping mud
Yeah.
and then gripping the guitar.
Yeah. You need
Yeah,
mud
it's
wrestling
not a
and you need
movie.
metal.
It's like a pay-per-view kind of mud wrestling, whatever.
Oh,
Hey, I do have it.
But
We
yeah, I
do
think
have it.
Nuclear
There's-
Assault's one of the bands. So
I'm
shout
looking
out to
forward to
those
that.
guys. Hell yeah,
Yeah.
Panda Adventure.
Have you checked it for rot?
It's sealed.
So it's rotted.
It's
It's-
not rotted. It's
It's rotted.
Schrodinger's rot.
It's
Hey,
rotted.
the only other California copy came to you, not
Yeah.
rotten.
So this is it. It's fresh.
So
Not
we'll
rotted.
see. We'll see. Fingers crossed I can watch the pandas.
Yeah.
Inventoring.
It's pretty amazing.
So I have found that at a thrift store once in San
you didn't
Diego,
Buy it?
and I did not buy it because
It's a podcast favorite. How
Yeah.
can you pass that
It's
up?
be
It's a
rotten.
staple.
but now I
There's
have.
no point. You gotta
I'm
go
thinking
back.
I
and
have
get
to go back and get it.
You have
which
to go back
Yes.
and get it.
Because it's still there and rotted.
ridiculous. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sick.
Nice.
It's always volume 13 too.
Well,
I even have
don't
that on VHS.
I don't know if there more volumes in this.
There were on VHS, but for some reason I always see that one. So I don't know about on LD though.
Yeah, I'm really just freaking honestly like 100% here for Hanoi Rocks. Don't
Dude.
believe me because this is the freaking jam of all jams right there.
It's got Anthrax and Testament though, and Faith No More. If you like Batman, you're gonna love Faith No More.
Freaking Primus is on here too.
Primus, yeah, sick.
Joe Satriani. I mean, this is freaking wild looking. I'm
It is really good. I've seen it like a butt ton of times.
But
It's
a good-
worth.
a good spread here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Lemmy has his Ask Lemmy series in there too, which is great.
what?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like he's Ann Landers giving you advice.
And
Oh,
what
wow.
one I didn't have.
Look at you with the creepy old guy flex.
I mean, I really like Radio Days, and so I was like, I'll just like get everything that he has and like watch it over time since I liked Radio Days.
Is that like
why.
is that late-ish? When is
I
that?
think it might be late-ish. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
98.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was an LD.
Yeah, honestly, me neither. I've never seen a copy of it. Why
Alright.
is he playing like? Is he playing jazz up in? I don't know.
Yeah, he was like into clarinet, if I remember correctly.
I know
yeah.
nothing about that. I'm excited for it.
Oh damn. Is that like a reissue?
It says it's widescreen.
Nice. I didn't even know there was a reissue.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's 92.
Alright.
But yeah, I saw this on TV like a while, like literally on antenna TV, not like
Yeah.
cable, like antenna. And I had never seen it before. I actually really liked this.
Yeah.
But,
Christopherson, baby.
this is the first time I've actually ended up with a copy of this on Laser.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's obscure or what, but
Yeah, I've never seen that pressing. I would just see like the really old 80s one or something.
Hmm.
Yeah. What's that?
I just thought this looked interesting.
Anthony
Uh,
Edwards.
Angelica Houston's in it. So
Huh.
that kind of sold me.
Two
but-
thumbs up or just thumbs up?
Just thumbs up.
Yeah.
Harry Dean Stanton's in it.
It's gotta be good.
It's probably good.
Yeah.
It's probably as good as Dream
Well,
Team.
He's in everything.
Good point. Yeah.
And then this is
Whoa, what do we have here?
flirting.
Huh.
Nice.
I don't
Wow.
know what this is, but it looked interesting enough.
It looks like a lot of
Oh, sorry,
drama.
we need Death Graphic.
Yeah, we'll put that there. Is that Jackie Chung in there? Who else is? I don't know. We're gonna have to check this out.
Yeah, we'll have to investigate this. It
Flirting.
looked interesting enough, so
All right.
I grabbed that one. Oh, and then I have some paper materials of interest.
Excellent. Bring up the documents.
Bring up the
Oh,
document.
nice.
We have fan clubs, fan club magazines,
Oh, sick.
catalogs.
Nice.
Oh, Black Rain, nice.
Miss Daisy,
Damn.
Hockey, Back to the Future 2. Steel Magnolias,
Man,
Little Mermaid.
those nice, tasty prices.
Ken Cranes,
Hell yeah.
coming attractions from Ken Crane.
That's awesome.
And then there's a couple other weird ones in here. This isn't the Voyager.
Oh yeah, those are nice.
We got some very just generic ones.
Hmm.
Video film classics.
Yeah.
This another Ken Cranes one.
Sick.
And then this one I thought was pretty cool.
Whoa.
Nice.
Image one. Kind of a
Oh,
little
nice letterbox. Ah, okay. I've seen someone make scans of the letterbox comparison thing in there. But
yeah, these are pretty cool. Small. But
yeah, that's cool.
This one is the sibling to the really huge one that's like got the holographic disc on it. This has no holographic to it. Lower budget.
Yeah.
But still nice quality photos in here.
Damn.
All the discs that you would like to know about.
I could circle them, put them on my list.
Yeah, it's quite thick in comparison to this little,
I could bring that with me when I go to Ken Crane's, so I
Yes.
can reference it.
You can reference this.
Yeah.
This is for spring of 1990. It's good time, good year.
Yeah, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing in spring 1990, but
You probably would be buying The Further Adventures of Tennessee Buck.
Nice.
I'll write that down.
Or possibly Gleaming the Cube.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then this was the last one. I don't know if this is probably from something else, but it was just in here with all these other things.
Is that like a program or?
Like a random kind of like best picture looking thing. I feel like this must be out of a box set.
Yeah, is it out of the box?
I do have the box, but I don't remember that. I just remember the book and the CD soundtrack and.
Yeah, we have kind of. Oh, it's no. This is like this is like the street date. This must be. Like
So it's
promotional.
promo.
Then. Nice.
Yeah, LaserDisc street date September 21st, 94. And we've got what it's going to look like. And just lame VHS, but
I'm gonna pre-order that.
yeah, probably.
I mean, on LD. Yeah.
Yeah, but it looked pretty cool. Yeah, this says promotional on the back,
Ah, sick.
so pretty cool.
So
And then I have something secret that I will only. This is for Patreon members only.
Okay, behind the paywall.
Yes.
All right.
the flirting movie is innocent flirtations lead to a twisted love affair and subsequently murder and revenge.
Wow.
Anybody cool in it?
Alex Mann, Maria Jo, Yuko Aoki. Nope, I don't know.
No, Jackie Chung. All right,
No.
man.
No,
I'm
what?
not gonna watch it now.
Ah.
Right.
Well, that's what I've got. I'll save some for next time.
All right. Chris is sleeping. Let's wake him up.
I'm not sleeping. I've been up since 5:30.
Yeah, we're running late tonight. Yeah, so everyone's gonna.
Well, it's
Yeah.
all right. I am always vaguely ready for it, and I'm going to keep it light. I have one disc that's been stuck. No, two. You know what? There's one laser disc that I'm missing. It is upstairs. I know exactly where it is. I will come back and swing around. I bought a copy of the piano.
Oh yes, yeah.
Because I watched the 4K Blu-ray of this recently in lovely Dolby Vision. And I was like, this movie is substantial and beautiful and wonderful. And when I was looking for Michael Keaton films, I saw a couple of widescreen copies at the local store. And I was like, you know what? It's worthy of putting on my shelf.
Oh yeah, it is.
I love the piano. This movie is excellent. The other disc that I have, there's a story behind it. So I have to get it so I can tell the story.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
We can wait.
Yeah. Pass it on to Luke. Or no, Hayden's up next. Sorry, Luke. You got any discs lately?
Yeah, got a few things. This first one, I actually the universe tricked me into buying.
Oh.
I was when Luke told me what the theme was for the episode with Michael Keaton, I started Googling Michael Keaton's filmography because I didn't know much beyond what I had seen. And when I was scrolling, I was just on my work computer, just casually looking, and title of this movie came up, and underneath in the kind of preview for the website or whatever, it mentioned that Michael Keaton plays an actor in it. So I thought, well, this is a movie I've been wanting to see anyways, so I'll go ahead and pick it up. I watched it and realized he's not in it. Found that website again, realized that this movie is simply tagged on the website. It's not actually about the movie, but that's Barton Fink.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
So I found the website again, and they don't say that he's in it. It's just talking about Birdman, which I've also not seen, but for some reason there's a link to this on the website. So it came up when I was Googling Michael Keaton, but loved it despite him not being in it.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah, great one.
and then this one I got a little while back. Luke sent me Twin Peaks for Walk With Me.
Oh yeah.
So pretty.
Yes.
Aside from the visual soundtrack, I have everything for Twin Peaks on LD.
Damn.
Aware of anyways. Then I got this Emerson, Lake and Palmer, pictures at an exhibition.
Nice.
Apparently,
I've seen that.
this is the only way to get the full show, apparently. The other LDs and the DVDs only have pictures, but this has the Barbarian, Take a Pebble, and Knife Edge.
Oh, cool.
And it has some very trippy, very nauseating video effects on it that are awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see. Also got Making of Jurassic Park.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
Dinosaur
Really?
Club.
I didn't realize side 2 was CAV, and it has like all the stop motion stuff and
Yeah.
storyboard, a bunch of other stuff. That was awesome. It didn't mention on LDDB, so I just thought it was just the documentary. That was awesome.
Yeah, it's a dope disc. Everyone should have that one.
Yeah, that was like way more comprehensive than I thought it was going to be.
Weird that they didn't just include it with the box set.
Right?
It's been in there.
100%.
They could have just put all the DAV stuff on side 6 and then just include this
Yep.
as a bonus, but no, make more money this way. This next thing, Waterworld.
Nice.
I saw this once. A friend of mine had a friend who used to own a video store, and he just gave me like a box of tapes, and this is one of them.
Oh.
So I've only seen it once, but I did like it. So I've been meaning to pick up the disc for a while. So
Yeah.
not that.
It's a very expensive movie.
Yeah, it was.
This one got Feast of 20,000 Fathoms.
Nice.
This is a movie that I've like known about my whole life and just never, for some reason, never got around to watching it. Watched it the other night, was kind of disappointed. I thought it was
Bummer.
gonna be
Yeah.
and it's boring with a cool dinosaur. So I didn't think it was going to come in until Monday. Luke hooked me up with this, the 90s
Oh.
remake Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, the CAV box set.
Oh, open it up. It's got the Obi in there.
Yeah, it does. I already put it at the bottom underneath the foam insert where it belongs.
Okay. It's all you.
Got the booklet and everything. So now I just need Space Godzilla to complete the 90s box set series.
Nice.
So that is all for me as far as Laserdiscs.
Nice. Is that a magma pendant you're wearing?
Yes.
Excellent.
Gotcha.
All right.
Actually-
Bonus points. All right. Now Luke's on. What do you got?
Oh wait, no, Howler's got a. Let's.
Oh,
I figured I would let you go
Okay.
and then I would circle back around.
No,
Well,
whatever
this
you
is a
want.
Luke story. This is a Haller and Luke story.
I love
Well,
those
then
adventures.
I want to hear it. Oh, come on,
So-
man. I wanna
It's
hear
like
it.
a little golden
So-
book.
Let's finish your.
There's Luke. Yeah, I'm gonna have you help me tell this story.
I don't know
okay.
what the fuck you're talking about right now.
Make it up.
Luke, what is the one Laserdisc you know that I've been hunting for
Oh,
nearly 10 years?
Sure. Got it. Track.
Simon Birch.
Simon Birch, yes.
But what is the actual movie that I've been hunting?
October
for
Sky.
nearly-
October Sky.
I'm
October
hunting
Sky.
October
The
Sky.
Same fucking movie.
Yes, I have voiced this many times
Yeah.
in our lovely group chat. And one day Luke goes, "You should just get Simon Birch instead." Which I said, "What the fuck is Simon Birch?" Luke, what the fuck is Simon Birch?
It's October Sky. It's about rockets and it's got Jake Gyllenhaal in it and it's super cool.
Hey, Luke, what the fuck?
It's
It's
a movie that
Simon Birch.
was released around the same time as the movie you want.
Yep.
And in my mind, it's the same movie.
Sounds accurate.
And
So-
I have the exact same experience too. So
So Luke pitches to me Simon Birch, and then weeks
Now
go
you
by.
love it.
Weeks go by. And one day Luke pings me in our chat. He goes, Chris, that movie you want, October Sky. This guy has it in his flip videos. And so I start combing through this dude's videos. And I'm like, I don't see it. What the fuck is he talking about? So I ping him and he goes, yeah, Simon Birch is in there. And so
There it
I
is.
am.
Yeah.
October Sky, baby.
fucking LaserDisc that's basically in mid condition
Two
of
thumbs way up.
Simon.
Man, that's rare as
Birch.
fuck, bro.
Oliver Platt all up in that.
So at some point, I'm gonna have to figure out what the fuck
It's-
Simon Birch is.
You're gonna love it.
Yeah.
Two thumbs up.
And
Way
if
up.
I don't like it,
Way
I'm
up.
flying to San Diego to undo Luke's vein surgery.
Oh,
no.
brutal.
Wow.
Just
Savage.
slow down, bro. Just slow down.
What's your role?
It's okay. Honestly, it's a
I
It's
think
the-
it'll be all right.
Owen Meany. It's what's his face? It's a anyway.
Legend of Owen Meany or whatever.
Let's know Owen Meany by
Yeah.
whatever.
It'll be fine. It's just so funny that you know the disc that I'm looking for.
Yeah, bro.
And
I
you
got
just
you.
keep on going, Simon Birch, Simon Birch, Simon Birch. Psychological torment over here.
Yeah.
But you
You're
bought
welcome.
the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you got it.
Oh, I did. And it took like 4 weeks to get here. Like I forgot. And then the person who I bought it from, much respect to them for, packaging it in a Domino's pizza box.
Oh, good.
Sent it to my parents' house. That's probably my fault. I thought I confirmed my house. Luckily, my parents still live there. So I got a call one day. Hey, you have a package here? It's just like, God, it's fucking Simon Birch. And of course, my mom didn't get the joke.
Yeah.
She just said, stop cursing.
you order a
and,
pizza.
Stop ordering pizzas to the house.
All right, so that's my pickup story. I think that's a good story.
That was worth the wait. Yeah.
Solid story.
So let's see. Luke got October Sky, I bet.
I did.
If
'cause
he
I know
gets
the
October
difference.
Sky, I swear to fucking God.
First off, October Sky.
Perfect.
Max, do you have October Sky?
In my personal collection, yes.
God damn
Oh,
it.
burn.
That's not what I was
Burn.
asking.
Mic drop.
I've
right.
actually
Doesn't
had
everyone?
more than one
Yeah.
copy of it.
You do?
I have had more.
Past tense.
That's my
Okay.
noise. All right, I'm
What do you
gonna
got,
mute
Luke?
Myself.
All right, real quick. Let's see. I got a little stack here. The first one is so I like talking to you guys. I like talking about other movies and broadening my horizons on movie. This is a Dudikoff film.
Oh,
And I got it at Reanimated Records, and I saw it. I'm like, oh, I'll get this. I got American Ninja 2.
I don't think you know how rare that is.
Okay, whatever.
Like,
send it to me. Okay.
yeah, like I know of
Literally.
2 people that are looking for it at least.
And you know what? Slide me there. Yeah, I can get it to him.
Yeah.
Because I tried it, and it whatever.
Send it to me.
I mean, did you watch American Ninja so that you could keep the
Of
continuity?
course, I watched American Ninja. It's a no, I didn't watch it.
What's
recorded.
American
Oh my
Ninja?
god, that's the. Oh my god, please send it to me.
Is it whatever? Okay, I found it. Cool. Okay. Next one up, I found
Oh, nice.
Copy of Seconds. It's got a nice commentary by Frankenheimer on there. I wonder if it's on the Criterion one, the same one. I haven't watched this movie. I've got the Criterion Blu-ray. Yes, everyone says it's great.
It is.
And it's it's kind of short too, right?
Yeah, it's quick.
So I should sit down and get 107 minutes. It's pretty short. So yeah, I'll try to watch this. Next one, I know we had a discussion about this. Barbarella, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm a big fan of Danger Diabolic, and this movie is kind of like the brother sister of Danger Diabolic. It's Jane Fonda, discovering her sexuality, baby. It's all good. Like it's, yeah. So the big thing about this disc is, what does it say, Sam, on the back?
Oh, this is when we got into the whole anamorphic situation.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember this conversation.
It says anamorphic widescreen, which is correct.
It's
and
talking
not correct at the same time.
because it's talking about the film itself is anamorphic widescreen, but the LaserDisc is not anamorphically enhanced for widescreen televisions.
Duh. Okay, I know that. Next one I got on eBay. Max, who's gone, put this up on the thing. It's got a nice, LaserDisc. What is it, and how does it work?
Yes, that's a good one.
Yeah, and it's got a cool sticker on there, which I like stickers. I don't know about other people. It says high technology video systems out of Bellevue, Washington. High technology video. Anyway, it's to loan, which whatever that means.
That means you can't sell that, so they have to write that.
Yeah.
Don't tell me how to live my life. I'll sell it so fast.
Don't loan that to
Well, I
anybody.
mean, in the day, you couldn't sell that.
Okay, sure. Okay.
It's a demonstration disc.
Got it.
Yeah.
So it's funny. I like it because you showed the other one, right? The other one with the red on there. The side one is what it is, and then side two is how it works. And of course, it has Mr. Wizard. I grew up with Mr. Wizard. Like that. If he was still alive, I'd give him a pound. I'm like, bro, you're cool. Mr. Wizard was amazing. Next few discs I got from the Cushing box. I love getting me a Cushing box. I got I don't fucking know, man. Some rare from the moon. It was released on the moon only.
Well, Padley is in it.
Yeah, it's got a Baldwin in it, I think.
Yeah, it's Jimmy Baldwin.
Jimmy
Wait,
Baldwin's
Jimmy?
in there.
Yeah.
And Kevin Pollak. This around the time, and Wayne Knight is in there. Around the Usual Suspects, kind of. Anyway, it's cool. It's cool.
Thanks,
Also,
Ryan.
I'm the other one that got the busted up Totoro.
Peter Totoro Club.
It's pretty beat up, but it's fun. Howler, what's the story with there's a English whatever of Totoro? Is it only on the box set? What's the story there?
So
It's
the
something like it was
story,
only on a plain version.
yes. So there was this company that made dubs of Japanese anime in the late 80s, early 90s called Streamline. They had a contract with Japan Air to make a few dubs for a handful of movies. Porco Rosso, My Neighbor Totoro, Castle in the Sky. They all got dubs. And again, it's all like non-union work, no big names. A lot of those people didn't go on to continue making stuff, but they produced a dub. The disc that you're holding is I believe a pan and scan presentation of the Streamline dub. That dub is also in the Studio Ghibli box on one of the alternate soundtrack tracks.
Okay. And is it not released anywhere else, or
it never made it to any of the modern home video releases, as far as I can tell. I don't think Disney made their own dub in the early 2000s, or no, mid 2000s with Dakota and was it Emily Fanning? Is it Emily Fanning? Is that who that is? She was in Super 8. Elle Fanning, yeah. I believe they are the sisters in that movie. Excellent movie. I actually don't have that copy of it. It's the only English Ghibli I'm missing.
Oh, Ryan could have sent it to you, but he only had 2 beaters.
Yeah, I wasn't that worried about it. Again, beaters, not that exciting to me. I need the
beaters need love too, man.
I have one.
Well, in her personal collection.
No, I have one. I have one.
All right.
Well, I might be in touch. We'll see how I'm feeling after the dust settles on a bunch of bills that I gotta pay.
Dialing back now.
Yeah. Well. It's the first half of the month is where I pay all my shit. So.
All right.
Okay, let's talk about Howler's bills.
Bill podcast is tomorrow night.
Do people like this version better than the newer Disney version? Like,
no, there's no way.
Okay.
I don't know. People are all about streamlined dubs when it's Akira.
Yeah, Akira's a different story though.
Yeah.
Akira has Akira. Everyone who saw Akira in the 90s listened to the streamlined dub. For the most part, outside of that VHS release of Totoro, the streamlined dub of Totoro is a forgotten relic. Yeah, see, that disc, I've never even owned it, and I just know it by legend. And Akira's a good movie.
humping it.
I've got a nice 4K Blu-ray, but I've got a nice Japanese LaserDisc back there somewhere.
Okay. All right.
Quite
Cool.
lovely.
Next disc.
Michael Keaton's in it,
Always
too.
shutting me down, Luke.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Next disc. Let's see. Bam.
Wow, Russ Meyer,
Yeah.
Boozemania.
Russell Meyer action going. It's I'm very close to Boozemania complete.
Wow.
Back in the day, Maxeene sent me a bunch of them, and they kind of sat on the shelf. And then I'm like, you know what? I want to finish up this collection.
Who else do you need?
I'll let you know. I just got one. There's only one. Anyway. Yes, up. Russ Myers. What can you say? A lot of large-breasted women with dumb, muscly dudes. There you go. What else do you need in life? Last one that I got. This one is the one that I won on eBay on our last podcast. It came in, and I did watch it again, and it was amazing. Holy shit!
Oh, hell yeah!
Decline of Western Civilization by Penelope Spears, who did The Mud and whatever.
Everything we've shown tonight.
Yeah, like every Michael Keaton movie.
Exactly.
So I rewatched it, and it's holy shit, is it good? Like this is. I jokingly said I could throw away all of my LaserDisc and just keep this one, but it's probably true. You got X, you got Circle Jerks, you got Black Flag, Fear, Catholic Discipline, Germs, and Alice Bag. My favorite personally are the Germs, Black Flag, and Fear. Fear
just kill it, man.
Holy shit. Like they are so punk. They're just making fun of the audience, spitting on them, and they're spitting back. It's just like, yep, that's fucking great. But like I was telling my buddy, you know, punk wise Fear, but musically the Germs. Like I just love the music that the Germs were making in this movie. Just so great. And Black Flag was interesting too, because it's like you've got a lead singer. It's before just that one Puerto Rican guy that was there for just a little bit.
Ron Reyes was singing in this film. Yeah.
Yeah. And he wasn't singing for long before.
No. And then Keith Morris from Circle Jerks was in there for a while too. But then I think that was before Ron Reyes. And then, then Henry Rollins came later.
Right.
Yeah.
Just such a great movie. So X, I think I've said it before. I'm not a big fan of X.
That's literally like my favorite band.
I appreciate that, but for me, I don't know. I just don't.
They do have a different flavor than all these hardcore ones, for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, this is the last one I got. Great, just great movie. That's it. That's all I got to say about that.
That's my favorite out of the series, even though 2 is a lot of fun. But yeah.
I love 3. I think 3 gets a lot of hate.
I know, I kind of hate on 3 too. Yeah, because there's no music in it. Or there is a tiny bit of music in it, but
yeah,
it's super sad too, though.
Well, man, life is sad, bro. Like, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna play some punk rock and have a good time.
Exactly.
That's all I got. That's all.
All right, cool.
I got. Yeah.
All right. So now that it's like 5 in the morning, do you guys want to do hot topics or?
Hell no.
Yeah. What's Ryan think? All right, I got a few, not too many. Let's see. All right, here's a hot topic. How do you remove the metallic foil stickers on the hubs in X Rentals, or do you remove them?
You don't. Next topic.
Yep.
Next.
Yeah, I actually have a simmering little problematic twist to this whole thing. I have had a few of those that are so thick that they fuck up the entire tilt and refuse to play back the entire side. So I absolutely abhor them, and I will tear them off even if it destroys the paper on the hub, because I tried to watch Independence Day once. That was an X rental, and my player's like, nope, go F yourself, buddy. And I tore that sticker off, played fine. So
use a proper sticker removing tool.
Probably
no, I haven't. I didn't have it back then.
Yes, but that's what people should do. People should use the proper sticker removing tool.
Yeah, get this thing.
For stickers that are of necessity to remove.
Yeah, don't be Sam from 2014 or whatever. Like, that guy's a jerk. Be this Sam.
Yes.
What was that, Ryan? You should get an X9.
Yeah, I think it'll play it.
Yeah.
What about an XO? Should I get an XO?
No, it's
no.
X9s play like warp and everything else, like even when they should.
Yeah.
Probably bad for them, but.
All right, there you go. All right. But most of the times it's not a problem. But if sometimes you get those beefy ass stickers, like someone's like, hey, let's put a sticker that's like, freaking like 80 centimeters. All right. Anyways, moving right along. apparently there are LaserDisc jerseys in Swedish department stores called Carlings. Does anybody see those things kicking
Hot
around
Top-
LDF?
Hot
Mhm.
Topic shirt.
Yes. I would have got it.
Swedish Hot Topic.
Yeah. Where did they steal the graphics from? It was like LaserDisc
Oh.
paraphernalia, right?
So there's this like when you just Google like certain just LaserDisc shirt or anything like that, you'll just see like the same shit that is in like everything, like a post. You can have it as a poster, you can have it on a
Yeah.
mug. They just plaster this nondescript LaserDisc graphic on everything, and that's what they just like repurposed into this image.
It's like one color.
Yeah.
It's like just random stuff all over it, and then like down the sleeves too. There's some stuff. It's pretty
like
busy.
Laser space disc. It's
Yep.
like, yeah, it's an interesting
Coming soon to Urban Outfitters.
Yeah, literally.
I mean, pretty much all of our Scandinavian buddies pretty much picked up shirts. So
It's a big deal.
we should have gotten Seth on here to model one for us, but
I know he probably will send us a photo hopefully for this one.
yeah. Put it on, Seth.
They'll
Yeah.
be coming.
All right, here's another hot topic. Like the stickers is like interesting. What do you do if you have an AC3 demodulator box? Do you leave it switched on 24/7, or do you press the little button when you want to watch a AC3 and listen to AC3 disc?
I've never turned it off.
All right, Ryan's got his running. All right.
I only leave mine on accident. I don't think it's like, I think mine might be a Japanese one because it runs a little hot.
You got
Do I
one of the
leave it on?
Yamahas, or
Yeah, I've got an APD one. I'm pretty sure.
yeah? So maybe it's got the Japanese voltage.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes it's a little toasty. I just turn it off and it's fine.
Be using step.
Get a
down.
step down, buddy.
Yeah. It's a little
I
wrist.
mean, it's a step down from 120 to 100. and like my R7G's over there, it's got a 120 in it anyways. It's sitting over there like a fucking champ. So it's just like, I might just turn it off. It's fine.
I'll put the title card at the end. Chris Haller, rest in peace. Random demodulator fire death.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. It's like it's just so easy to forget about,
Yeah.
and it doesn't seem to cause long-term damage.
Your mileage may vary on this.
Yeah. All right. Does anybody else have AC3 to mods?
I have mine built into my receiver, so when I turn on my receiver and I need it, it's
Oh,
there.
that's so good.
Look at you. Yeah. Anybody else
Yeah,
roll with
really
AC3? Yeah.
Don't leave things on because capacitors
Yeah.
don't like that.
Yeah,
They
I
do
turned mine
not.
off.
They do
Uh,
not.
But again, there have been times, to Chris's point, where I've forgotten it at the end of the night, and I've come back the next day and be like, "Oh yeah, that's still on," and then I'll
I
push the little
just
button.
I just wish there was like a little indicator to show that it's powered on. That isn't just it has an AC3 signal. Like if there was like
Fair.
if there was like a button like with everything else that just has like a light that says like
Mine
I'm
has a
on.
little green light, and then it's got a red light if it's got signal. But yeah, the green light will let you
Yeah.
know. But sometimes it's easy
Yeah.
to forget about it.
Yeah, I mean they're small and mine's like off to the side of the player, so it's just kind of like if I forget about it, I'm not gonna lose much sleep.
Yeah.
I should maybe, I don't know.
All
Turns
right.
out I'm not a role model.
Don't be like Chris, kids. But yeah, I tried to turn. I mean, maybe like the button's gonna break at some point because I turn it on and off a little.
Mm,
I don't know. I bought mine like brand new in 1999
amazing.
from Roberts Audio Video in New London, Connecticut. So I still have the invoice and everything. It was $99. So
Amazing.
yeah, good times. Still
An
working.
extra one over there. Mine dies. So like,
Good call.
whatever.
Back up. All right.
Hasn't died yet.
Yeah.
It's 2022.
Speaking of AC3, we got no Matrix talk this week. Sorry, kids. The big, hot, super expensive, overpriced disc, the Lost Boys AC3, just went for $300. Who bought it?
What?
You're right.
kidding.
I got better things to do.
Nope, nobody here got it. Yeah.
My gosh. I found it locally and I just got lucky on that one.
Yeah, you did. I mean, I want it, but not $300 want it.
I'm
Yeah.
spending $300 on a LaserDisc. It better be a Japanesely release.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for like Hayden to just slowly lift it up into frame.
Yeah.
I got it. All right. So there you go. Hot topic. Lost Boys is the new Matrix. So get ready, kids.
Carol.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I haven't seen one come up on auction for
Wow.
Yeah, quite some time, but yeah. But apparently 7 DTS is worth $25, so I was like, what? Buy that damn thing. Someone was like, should I get it? I'm like, yeah, you should get it. $25 for a DTS 7? Hell yeah.
Weren't
Got
they
7 DTS
Brazil
for such
or
a good
somewhere
price.
bizarre where they don't really see discs?
Yeah, it was like Raphael. I think he's down in like Brazil or something. He's like, there's a dude with 7 on DTS. Should I get it? We're like, hell yeah, you should get that.
Yeah, not only is it like a good price for us, like down there, like you're paying an import fee. Just get it.
Yeah, that's smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Does anybody have anything they want to air? Any hot topics? No? Yeah. No. All right. Cool. It's like one of those awkward Zoom calls at work where everyone's just like,
Is it over yet? Can we get to
yeah.
it?
Yeah. All right. Let's do some non-LaserDisc physical media pickups if you want to, everybody. I don't have too many things. We're going to keep it nice and smooth and quick. Brian sent me a Blu-ray
Oh yeah.
of the New Kids. So
rad.
classic Sean Cunningham action with the faux VHS rental.
I love that.
But it's really Blu-ray. Oh, it's like taped. Did
It's
you
Dollar
tape this,
Tree.
Ryan?
They like did like a
Oh yeah,
relabel.
there's like the bonus label on the back. All right, so
Yeah.
I gotta tear this open. So thanks, Ryan. You're the man.
Yep.
And I don't think I showed it in the last episode, but just for Chris, I got Dune, this new French film.
That's
The
nice.
goods.
Yeah,
The
so
goods.
had to
Best
get
picture-
the 4K.
Listen,
didn't get
best
the
picture
3D?
nominee Dune.
Yeah, a lot of nominations, right?
Quite a few. Quite a
Yeah.
few.
So
Listen,
there
we're
we
gonna
go.
go sweep. It's gonna win. The movie's gonna win best actor and actress and best foreign film.
Yeah, it's like what, French Canadian? That counts, right? So there you go. Dune. It's coming to a theater near you or into my home theater.
Bring it back. I'll watch it again.
All right, cool. Anything else? I think that's it. Psh, I'm done. I've been saving up to buy that Sony, so
Yeah, for real.
no time to buy Blu-rays or anything. So what do you got, Ryan?
I just got a few things, so it'll be quick. Damn,
I forgot records. I had 2 records, but
You want to do them? That's fine.
yeah,
Fine.
let me find them quick. Hold on.
Yeah.
So thanks. All right, so I only got 1 LP. Nuclear Assault. We were talking about Thunder and Mud. They did a reissue of Handle with Care, classic record. So yeah, if you like thrash metal, get that. There you go. Now it's on to Ryan.
Sweet. All right, here we go. So I celebrated Christmas super late with part of my family because I went on LaserCon trip 2021.
Hell yeah, you did.
Then like COVID outbreak in the entire country, so like no one was going around because people were all sick. So anyways, I got some
Omicron
Christmas
con.
presents in February. It's weird. We got bad CGI sharks, not the good CGI, the bad.
That's a different movie. Yeah.
Yes, this is an SRS release, so I know that I will probably just want to chew on some tinfoil, but I will finish it. Samurai Cop 2.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Wow.
It's a Blu-ray and DVD combo, in case you're wondering,
nice.
because it doesn't say at the top. Everybody's favorite, Treat Williams, Prince of the City.
Ooh, archived. That's a nice one.
Yeah, it is. And then there's this film company called Vinegar Syndrome.
Oh,
And,
dude, let's hear
I
about them.
gotten a monthly subscription package, so here we go. They had screwed up on one of their releases and they gave people an $8 like credit, so I bought like a catalog release because at some point this one's probably going to go out of print because there's a Trauma, I think it's Trauma, release coming out. So Bloodhook I finally picked up, just a regular old catalog release.
Oh,
And I got the slipcover is like out of print and people are paying like $300 or something stupid for it.
I could
I
buy
like-
Lost Boys AC3 for that kind of money.
Yeah, exactly. Like if I'm gonna make something stupid, I might as well do that. So anyways, we got Dead Heat.
Oh,
in
hell yeah.
4K.
Treat.
Treat Williams. So that's 2 Treat Williams and
I've never seen a Treat Williams movie, as far as I can tell.
You've seen Empire Strikes Back.
yeah, I was just gonna say you've seen
Who-
Empire Strikes Back.
Who's Treat Williams in that movie?
He was trying to get in Carrie Fisher's pants, so he showed up on the hot scenes and supposedly runs around in the background as a rebel in one scene.
Yep. He was
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
got Curfew.
Ooh,
Sweet
that looks
looking
fun.
slipcover. I like
Huh?
that. Just death row on the back.
Sick.
Master of the World.
Ooh.
Apparently, this one's not good. Like,
Wow.
I've not seen anyone online say they like it yet, so I might have to watch that one first.
That's
Shock.
not a,
Shock.
And then the Forgotten Gialli Volume 4
damn.
with
What's in that one?
Arabella Black Angel, the sister of Ursula, and The Killer is Still Among Us.
Wow.
I watched a couple of the first boxes, like parts, like movies from one of each, and I just couldn't get into it. So I'm a little worried that like those are just gonna sit on a shelf. But
I worked on a Giallo film for them that like still hasn't come out.
it'll get there. I'm sure that there's
Some-
a rights or something else holding it
it
up.
must be, yeah.
And then last but not least, Fortress of America
Whoa.
with an
Wow.
amazing slipcover. This is a VSA, so not a
What's-
subscriber thing, but you get them like subscriber, and it's Troma. So
What's with the triple K? Is this some sort of like Birth of a Nation sequel or what?
I don't know. I think it's like, I don't know. It's Troma. I haven't seen it.
All right.
I'm assuming it has something to do with it, but it also could just be for effect. And then I got a couple of records. In my Vinegar Syndrome box, there was a record because why wouldn't I have gotten the New York Ninja soundtrack?
Hell yeah.
This is obviously way sold out. Like you had to get it like the night it came out or day it came out, and it's gone.
So New York Ninja is kind of like what's the other movie? It's another found movie, or am I thinking of this wrong? What's the other ninja movie that some guy found on eBay? God damn it, what's it fucking called?
But it is like, yeah, it's all put together after the fact. Yeah.
Yeah, and completely redubbed because the
Yeah.
entire audio track was gone.
There you go. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And then I picked up this band called Savatage.
Hell yeah,
yeah.
buddy.
So this is a sweet like import.
Dude.
That's so sick.
And then one other Christmas present, and I threw this on my Christmas wish list because I didn't want to pay for it myself.
Huh.
And I ended up getting it.
Oh,
The
nice.
big 5 LP box with the new mixes, 2 LPs of outtakes, jams, rehearsals, studio chat, and then the Let It Be EP. So like this is the big boy box.
Hell yeah.
So I was really happy to get that because it's like I wanted it, but I also was like, I have Let It Be, but I want to hear the other stuff. Like, I mean, it's probably all the same as the TV show, but still, like, or the, you know, whatever.
Which is coming out on Blu-ray soon. So woohoo.
Yeah, but is it the full 60 hours on Blu-ray?
I don't know if there's any special features at all. They've been tight-lipped about it, but yeah.
I mean, maybe we'll just get Ringo farting for.
Yeah, the Ringo Fart special edition. Hell yeah.
I'd watch
that's
it.
far.
Yeah, that's it. Pretty tame. Haller?
All right.
I just got a stack of 4K Blu-rays. You know, I like to keep it simple over here.
There we go.
I will say a couple of records coming down the pipeline in a few months for me, but till then, picked up the Blu-ray of Last Night in Soho.
Nice.
One of those movies that I think is more interesting than it is like traditionally good. But I like Edgar Wright. I think he's a cool dude. I like his vibe. He comes off as a pretty all right guy in interviews, and I've always enjoyed his work. I think he's floundering a little bit in the post Three Cornettos trilogy era, but I don't know. This was a pretty interesting movie, and I'm going to try and convince my sister to watch it with me because I think she will appreciate it.
I thought it was great. I did watch it because you saw it and you said it was good, and I watched. I mean, it's not perfect.
I like it a lot.
There's some at the end. There's some questions, but like visually, it's stunning, and I thought it was really great. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so interesting. There's a lot of really interesting ideas. I got the 4K Blu-ray of the 70s Invasion of the Body Snatchers from Kino.
Hell yeah, brother.
I have never seen this movie.
Cool.
I have no idea what's going on with it, but I like Donald Sutherland. I like Leonard Nimoy, Jeff Goldblum, Veronica Cartwright. Like this has got to be a banger.
It is a banger. You're gonna love it.
This is gonna
so hard.
Yeah,
It fucks hard.
This has to fuck by default.
Yeah, it does.
Ooh, fuck by the ball.
That's the name of my new solo album,
Right.
by the way.
Wow.
I picked up the 4K Blu-ray of the Last Duel,
Oh, nice.
which I saw in the movie theaters. I braved the wilderness of
Yeah.
COVID movies. Interesting movie. Not for the faint of heart. There's a pretty brutal depiction of rape in this one. But it's kind of like a Rashomon kind of deal where they show the same event from 3 distinct perspectives, and then you get to see Adam Driver and Matt Damon try to fucking kill each other in The Last Duel, and it's some of the most visceral and aggressive filmmaking I have ever seen.
So which of the new Star Wars movies is that? Because it looks, the poster it looks like Last Jedi, right? So
it's whichever one Disney tried to bury under a pile of dog shit marketing.
All right. Well, Kylo looks pretty good in that. So
yeah, Last Duel is good. Turns out Ridley Scott can still make a decent movie in his 80s.
He does, man. He does. He brings it.
And then now we're getting into some slightly dubious territory. They put out a 4K Blu-ray of the 10 Commandments.
Oh snap! All right.
And I have a huge soft spot for the big biblical epics. I don't think most of them are like good, but they're just so big and they're such big cultural like touchstones. And I don't know, this one's like a big VistaVision production. It's a good time.
Yeah.
It's not as good as Ben-Hur, but until we get Ben-Hur on 4K, I will have to suffice. And then I got a couple of Criterion finally started issuing 4K Blu-rays, which we've been clamoring over for years. They reissued the Red Shoes in 4K with Dolby Vision. I have not watched this one yet. I got 10 minutes into it and then I had to stop and do something else. But lovely first 10 minutes.
You watch Black Swan? Same movie.
I saw Black Swan like 5 or 6 years ago.
Same movie.
It exists. That was a movie. They issued a 4K Blu-ray of The Piano, which I sat down and I watched in full, and I thought was absolutely lovely. Just a wonderful movie and a wonderful Blu-ray. Transferred off the original negatives, and then I'm saving this for when I truly have the time to do this again. Mulholland Drive.
Yeah, baby.
One of my favorite movies ever made, but one that demands your full attention to really just soak in all of what it has to offer. It's Lynch in 4K, baby. Can't wait for the next one. I'm going to double dip on all of them. Give me Twin Peaks in 4K. I'll buy it today. Give me Lost Highway. Give me Wild at Heart.
I want a Criterion Lost Highway, baby.
Yeah, a Criterion Lost Highway is what it deserves. Lost Highway is so good.
Yeah,
but for now,
by default.
For now, we've got a banging 4K Dolby Vision presentation of Mulholland Drive. And now I don't know what to do with my other Blu-ray of Mulholland Drive.
Keep it.
Yeah, I know. I'm not going to sell anything. Selling Blu-rays sucks anyways.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I got.
All right. Hayden, you buy anything that's not LaserDisc related? Or no, is it going to Max?
Oh,
is it going to Max?
Okay. Well, I will say I actually bought a record.
Yeah.
I bought VHS tapes that I'm going to send to Luke.
Okay.
I'm going to let you know about it.
Hey, okay.
Found something you might like. And then I bought cassettes, and I have none of them because I took a different car here. So I will take this opportunity to redact my Baldwin from One Good Cop.
Okay, who is it?
And it is the basic doppelganger to freaking the Baldwin I thought it was.
Oh.
It is not this Baldwin. It is, in fact, this is who we have.
Kevin Conway?
Yeah. So he was in the movie I was talking about.
Maybe LaPaglia, yeah.
Maybe there's not a Baldwin in that movie.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. And then
I was like, well, let me actually check that. And then I have to redact it. This is the Baldwin I thought it was.
All right. Yep.
Baldwin.
You'll like him in what? Flatliners? He was in Flatliners, I think.
I just mistook him. I thought he was in. Look, the character in One Good Cop, he was in there for like one freaking. He wrapped that shit up in a 24 less than 24 hours. He was on set.
Could have been a Baldwin.
Yes, it could have been a Baldwin.
All right, fair enough. All right, and well, maybe if you send me some photos, maybe I'll do like a montage.
I'll give you a little.
Fun things at MaxSpot.
Yes.
All right, Hayden, do you buy any non-LaserDisc things that you want to share with anybody?
Yeah, a few things. Since we were doing Keaton movies, I did pick up The Founder.
Oh, nice.
I've not gotten a chance to watch it yet. Probably going to try to do that this weekend.
Yep.
Super good.
Then also picked up Dune. So
Dunk.
Did get to see that in the theater. Really, really loved it. So really excited to watch it at home. And then picked up some CDs. Got Magma's Mercy.
Ooh.
For some reason, Magma fans don't like it. I think they're stupid. This album's awesome. Very off the walls and crazy, like it should be.
Yep.
This is an album my girlfriend introduced me to, Sufjan Stevens' Age of Odds,
Nice.
which is amazing. I love this album. So had to pick it up. And then Hawkwind, Space Ritual Volume 2.
Nice.
Second half of the album. So that's pretty great. And then the bane of Chris's existence, a physical copy of Real Bout Fatal Fury on the Neo Geo NVS.
How much did that cost you? Did you have to take a mortgage out for that?
After shipping, it was like $50.
Okay, that's not that bad.
Yeah.
All right, I hear Neo Geo and just like my fiscal responsibility meter just breaks.
Yeah, no, I used to have the home system, but I couldn't collect any more games because they were all too expensive. So I sold that, and now I have a consoleized MVS, and I can get the cheaper arcade MVS cartridges.
There's got to be an EverDrive kind of solution for that.
There is, but that's for quitters.
Hey, get yourself one of those and just dump every Neo Geo game on there. I'll come over. We'll play some Neo Turf Masters.
So, fun fact: I have a Raspberry Pi, but the Neo has all the Nintendo games, all the Super Nintendo games, but the Neo Geo games do not work for some reason.
Huh.
Yeah.
Maybe
Anyway.
you can get a consoleized MVS.
What?
Get a consoleized MVS.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I guess I'll do that.
What do you have for your CD? You have like CD slip covers or like outer sleeves or something for your CDs? It looked like they had cool like poly sleeves or something on them.
Yeah, I get poly sleeves for them so the jewel cases don't scratch up.
Badass. I should do that with mine.
That's
Man.
so
Most of them
sick.
I get them used, so they're already scratched up anyways. But
Yeah, but no, that's cool. I should really do that. Where do you get your outer sleeves from? Or-
I just go on eBay and see who has the cheapest ones.
Yeah, that's cool. I should pick up my game, get that going.
Yeah, you suck, Sam.
And now,
Yeah, Sam, just
Yeah.
phone it in.
Just phone it in,
deep
Sam.
breath. All right, we moving on to Luke. Is that
Yeah,
is that
fuck
who's
yeah.
next?
Yeah, goddamn right.
Show us your amazing wares, Luke.
I thank you.
I hope his haul sucks.
First one. So again, the influence of you guys is crazy, but this one I'm going to send to Cushing, even if he likes it or not. This because he talked about his love for Elton John. I found this is Breaking Hearts tour VHS Elton John. I just saw it and I just thought of Cushing. I'm like, okay, he's going to get that.
Man, I saw that mic and I thought it was like a giant cigar at first. I was like, wow, he's smoking a big stogie there.
I've got it on LaserDisc though.
Yeah, I don't care. Do I get?
I mean, it's gonna end up in a box to like Haller or something.
That's fine.
No!
Go for the Grand
Send
Slam.
me a cassette tape. I will destroy it live on this podcast.
The
I
next
mean-
one, everyone's talking about the next podcast, De Palma or whatever, and I was like,
Wow.
What?
Spoiler alert.
yeah, cool, whatever. No one watches this anyway. I picked up a VHS of Snake Eyes. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I want to watch that. I'll do that. Even the wife looked at it and said, I'd watch that. Like, okay, then we're fucking getting it. There you go.
Yeah, it's a must-have.
It's a great movie.
I saw it in theaters. I remember seeing it in theaters and really liking it. I don't think I've seen it since.
It was on the cage match. It was well rated in the Wolfpack
Yeah.
cage match.
Yeah, I
Highly
didn't,
rated.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, you should check it out.
Yeah,
It's cool.
I'm not gonna do
Some
it.
cool kids in it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Probably because Luke was, stuck on a boat for like
Yep.
7 years.
Yeah, taking it down. Next one, I found this weird Region 2. These are all thrift stores, like straight thrift store finds. This is a Region 2 of Pi.
Nice.
It's just randomly at my thrift store. I'm like, you know what? I have a Region 2 player, so fuck it. I got it. It's all in like French or whatever on the back. Whatever, it's cool. I'll get it.
Cool.
And of course, Pi is alpha. If you're going to sort your disc, Pi would go under.
P.
0.14.
Thank you, Max. Thank
No.
you. You're cool.
Pi, the symbol is
Yes, it
is
is
referenced as P pi and
but
everything.
it is literally the symbol, which is
Symbol.
which
3.14.
Mathematically,
so it goes to the
3.14.
front numerically.
Numerically, yes.
But the symbol is pi.
Yeah, you know what? Pie these nuts. Bro.
I would
The
file
spine
it
says
under
PI
P
on it.
for
Yeah, and every
3.14.
Does it say PI
On the LaserDisc, it does.
but like
does
every
say-
word that the movie is referenced everywhere else, it's pi. So if it's not the symbol,
numerically?
just saying.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? I don't care what you're saying.
Take those stickers off the hubs.
The next one I found. This is again a thrift store find. This is The Passenger with Antonioni.
Nice.
With Nicholson on there. The thing that got me, there's a commentary by Nicholson on here, which is like, that's kind of weird. Okay, I'll take it. And I looked into it, like this was one of the movies that Jack Nicholson had the rights to or something crazy, and it wasn't available for a long time. Like he had a personal copy, and then finally they put it out. So yeah, whatever. I got it for what nothing. Next one, which goes, very well with The Passenger, is Anchorman 2.
Nice.
So Anchorman 2. Okay, this is all right. So when this movie was released, they released it as, of course, I was a big Anchorman fan. It was a great movie. Oh, and they were going to make another one. Awesome. I'm so excited. And Anchorman 2 that they released theatrically the first time was fucking horrible. Like it was just dumb. The jokes didn't land. It was garbage.
I liked it.
Okay, cool. But then what they did, I don't know if anybody remembers this, they put out an Anchorman 2.5.
Yeah.
They said, hey, we're going to it's the same bones as the movie, but we're going to put in different jokes for each scene. And I went with my wife to go see it. And I remember just really, really loving it, loving the 2.5 better than it. And I've been looking for this Blu-ray because it has the other version on the different disc. And it's just like an editing feat. It's just it's crazy to watch.
It's cool.
The jokes land better on the personally, on the 2.5. It's the same fucking movie, but just different jokes thrown, edited in there.
And then there's the two versions of the first movie too. So you got to get the Blu-ray for that. The Anchorman 1 Blu-ray has,
Oh yeah, there's that alternate movie.
yeah,
Just
'cause-
discarded plot lines.
Wake Up
What do you
Ron
say?
Jeremy, right? Is that what you're talking about?
yeah, because the original plot line
No,
they ended
Ron
up just
Burgundy.
ditching.
I'm sorry, no,
Excuse me.
I'm talking about Wake
Listen,
Up Ron
Smutty.
Jeremy.
Yeah,
which
Ron
is the horror
Jeremy's
movie that
way
I
better.
watched. Yes, Ron Burgundy. Sorry.
Yep.
Anyway, I was excited to see it. It was sealed. I unsealed it. We watched it.
It's a beefy Blu-ray set, for
Yeah,
sure.
and there's 3 discs. You got the unrated and theatrical version on the first Blu-ray, and then you got the supersized R-rated version.
Yeah.
It really just amazes me how just with editing and just picking the better takes, picking the better jokes, you can make just a completely different movie.
Yeah, just putting this podcast together with 5 edits takes forever. Imagine let's do 2 versions. Yeah,
Right.
Screw that.
I've got a bunch of records. I would love to show them to you. Let's see.
It's like Mr. Rogers now.
Yes.
Hey, children.
Let me see here.
Beautiful day in the record store. Beautiful day in the record store.
Hold on, I'm not ready. Just
You got to change your sweater, change
yeah.
your shoes.
Yeah.
It's not like you had a couple hours to prepare.
Wait for Mr. McFeely to show up with the mail.
Really, jeez. All right. The first one I'm going to show you is, so I'm a big fan of this group, which I don't know if any of you actually know. It's the Magnetic Fields. This is so my favorite genre of music is upbeat, sad music. I can't explain it more. If it's upbeat and it's just everything's terrible, I'm like, fuck yeah, I love it. And the Magnetic Fields are all about it. So this was their very first album that was re-released. There are 2 of them, and they did a weird thing that I want to show you. They got an Obi on there.
Yeah, Obi.
But it's not a gatefold. There's 2 albums. They literally put 2 records in there and just
wow,
combine it with a Obi. I had the CD, growing up, and then they finally released it on record. Anyway, all right, let's see.
It's cool.
Yeah, I Magnetic Fields. Come on, Howler. I'm looking at you. You love indie rock. They're great.
I do.
The next one I got is another Magnetic Fields album called Get Lost. This album it's very synth driven. It's just one guy.
Looks like Kraftwerk.
I was gonna say.
I love the cover because they're all looking in different directions. You know, it's an amazing record. I mean, seriously, all right. So the next few records I want to talk about are ones that I found really cheap. And you know, buying records now that I have a job with money, it's like, oh, I need to buy the most expensive records. Like, it's got to be fucking crazy. Like, you know, but these next two records I found for really cheap, and they were just fucking great. The first one I found, oh my God, I found Sparks and Outer Space.
Oh,
so this was released in 1983. So the Sparks documentary came out, you know, by Edgar Wright, and I watched it. I'd never heard of the band before. I talked about it in the podcast before. I've never heard of them. And I loved the documentary. And then I started listening to music. I'm like, I don't like this music. Like, it's not for me. But then I found this one for like $6, and I just picked it up. Holy shit. This is like,
it is for you.
This is like, I'm a true believer, baby. Like, it's just, it's so clean and so synth driven and so 80s. It's like the most 80s album I've ever heard. I love it. So, and it's so like what they do with like, it's a swing beat. Like the whole album is like the swing beat, and they're just crushing it. It's, oh my God. They've got the song Cool Places with the girl from the Go-Go's, right?
Jane Weedland, yeah.
He was dating her for a brief period. It's just so good. And then it goes to like, I Wish I Looked a Little Better. That song is, oh my God. I'm a true believer. Like, I'm a true believer. Sparks all day.
You've been converted.
Yes.
Pretty sure Cool Places is on the Valley Girl soundtrack record.
Is it?
I believe so.
You should get that record.
If I find it for $6, I'll get it.
You're not gonna buy it for $6. It's very expensive.
Another thing, they were on I rewatched the documentary last night. I just put it on. And they're on the Rad soundtrack too. It's pretty fun. There's a funny scene with Jason Schwartzman where he's emailing the guy and he's like, "Oh yeah, you must be in the age. Did you know we're on the Rad soundtrack?" And Jason Schwartzman's like, "Yeah, my mom's in the movie. Yes, I know." I've got a few more. So this was I don't think I've shown this one. This was a record store release by a label that I really like, Thrill Jockey. They put it out and it was like $5. It's super cheap. And it's got one of my favorite bands, a lot of instrumental stuff. Tortoise is a band I really like. But the fun thing about this record store day release is it's got this weird insert with like all these record stores. These are all record stores in there. And they've got like all these like essays from record stores, just talking about like from bands and just like why record stores are important. And it's got my record store from Atlanta, Wax and Facts, like they like faxed it in or something crazy.
Nice.
Just talking about the record store. It's like $5, and it's, records don't have to be fucking expensive to be great. I don't know. Now let's talk about some expensive ass records.
Knew that was coming.
Yeah. This one I bought today. I literally bought it today at the record store. Just a Screaming Jay Hawkins live. It was fun stuff. All right, this one I've been looking. Here we're going into the stupid expensive records that I bought.
I hope there's one I want to see. I hope we see. And we'll see.
I don't know what you're.
I don't know. All right. Well, if you don't show it, I'll ask about it.
Okay, that'd be great. So this first one, I've been looking for this record forever, and our friend Spencer has said, "Oh, you gotta get this one pressing." Blah 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 blah. My name is Spencer, and so
that's how he talks. It's true.
I've found I've round turned on Spencer. I know I used to be really hard on him, but I've come.
You've adopted him now.
Yes, I've adopted him. Anyway, this is a nice.
He's in the Bouncy Castle right now.
He's out there. This is Exile on Main Street, Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
This is the best fucking record ever made. Like it's better than any Beatles record. It's better than any other Rolling Stones record. It's like of the genre, this is the most like punk rock. Like it's so good. Like they did it in a basement in Paris, like crazy shit, and it's just so organic and so Holy shit, I love this record. Anyway, the thing about this record is it came with like 12 postcards, right? And I found the pressing that Spencer said, oh, it was the best one, but you gotta get that. And so I found it. But then when I found it in the record store, it didn't have the postcard. So I was talking to the record store people, and they were like, oh, and I was like, I've given up on the postcards, whatever. And like, okay, cool. Well, here it is. Oh, like, here's your pressing that you really want. Cool. And then I did my DJ set, and I came back and I said, oh, Luke, did you see that as you were playing the records, the fucking postcards came in? I'm like, oh, whoa. All 12 of them
Damn.
came in. So whatever, it has no effect on that. I love it and I hate it, you know, it's that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about the record store, they said, like it was in another pressing. And I said, well, do you mind if I just throw it into my one? And
Mix and match, baby.
The girl that works there said, I don't give a shit.
She's like, I just want to go home.
Yeah. And so now I have the sweet pressing that I've always wanted with the 12 postcards. So I can't say, like, Holler, have you listened to this record?
Of course, I've listened to Exile
Okay,
on Main
thank
Street.
God. Okay, good.
It's one of the greatest records of all time. It's the single best Stones album, for sure.
Very much. The one song, I Just Want to See His Face song, you know what I'm talking about? I don't want to walk and talk about Jesus, but I just want to see his face. Like, it is so organic. You listen to it and you think it's like an old church song that you listened to as a kid. No, they just made it up. They were just jamming and it
Fucking
happened.
around.
Yes. Exile on Main Street is one of my dad's favorite albums. It's one of the albums he shared with me when I was coming of age. I stole his copy of it.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, some more expensive ones.
All right.
I've been just whittling down my garage. I have a garage full of crap, and I've been doing some hard choices. Like, you know, I'm going to move soon. I'm going to move in a few years. I don't need to move with all this bullshit again. So I've been selling a lot to Reanimated Records, big San Diego. You've heard of it. San Diego. Cushing has a fucking sticker of it.
Multiple.
So.
Yeah.
Multiple. So I've been going and just dropping off of boxes at a time, and they've been saying, you know, they look through and they say, oh, how's $100? I'm like, fuck yeah, that's great. It's not in my garage anymore. Cool. So I got 150 the other day for a bunch of stuff that I didn't need anymore, and I picked up this guy, original pressing of the Ramones, self-titled. It does have a little cut on there, but I don't care. It is goddamn. I love this record.
Yeah,
like,
that rules.
Oh man, it's original pressing, whatever. The weird thing about this, like, there's a loop at the end. What's it called? Where
Lock groove?
Lock groove, yes. Yep. There's a lock groove at the end of this record that makes a beep. It's so, I've never heard that before. It goes beep, beep, beep. Anyway, oh, if my daughter ever says, oh, Dad, I want to know about punk rock, I would give her that record or the Sex Pistols. Like, never mind the ball. It's like, here you go.
Yeah, I legit got my copies of both those records from my dad. So, because he's like lame and he's like, I don't like LPs anymore. I'm like, fine.
All right. Speaking of punk rock, I've got this one. This was at my record store, and I really wanted it, and it's fucking crazy expensive. But
this is the one I'm waiting for.
I was like, I don't care anymore. I had leg surgery last Friday. I was in so much pain. I was like, I don't care.
Now you're 5 feet taller, right?
Sure. Yes. I got this one. Holy
hell yeah, there we go.
Fucking shit.
Oh my god.
Speaking of decline of Western civilization, germs, like I said. So this is like the second pressing of this, still 1979, like half as much as the first pressing, but it's still so good. And it was so clean. I'm sure they cleaned it or whatever, but it was on the wall. And I'm like, this is so great for a 40-year-old record. It's just the design, like, talking about great album covers, like, holy shit, just so beautiful. It's got, you know, a little Pat Smear there, a little Darby, rest in peace, and then also Lorna, rest in peace. This is great. This is punk rock, man. Like, this is what it is. This is what you're looking for. This is the sound.
This is the sound you're into.
This is the sound you want. Yeah.
Chuck Berry.
This is your brother, Marvin Berry.
This is what sound you're looking for.
Last one I got.
All right.
Last one, I swear to God, I'm sorry, I'm talking more than usual. Pavement is doing oh God, 1998 Pavement. This is like slacker rock at its best. So Pavement is doing a tour. They're coming to San Diego, but no thanks. I don't need to go to a show anymore. Especially pay like $150 for a show. But they're putting out finally their last album, Terror Twilight. They're doing a big re-release with extra stuff and all this things. They didn't do it before except for this album that's actually like the 25th anniversary of this album today. This is Brighten the Corners by Pavement. And this is the big LP box set. So this,
damn,
with all the extra stuff on there. So they put out all these CDs back in the day, but this was, they did a big LP release of only this one so far. Terror Twilight was just announced. Anyway, as soon as Terror Twilight was announced, I was like, I got to get this one. Holy shit. So I went on Discogs right away and I got this. I don't know. I can't.
Okay.
Holler, I don't know what to tell you. This is what you need to be listening to. It's so great. It's
what the kids are into, man.
Yeah, 1998.
No, I know what the kids are into. It is not Pavement.
TikTok's got Pavement stuff, right?
If I
Guess what?
Pavement,
they weren't into it in 98 either.
Yeah. Some kids, maybe, but yeah.
Anyway, that's it. That's like,
All right.
that's maybe fucking $2,000 worth of record. No, not that
Man,
much.
let's break into Luke's house.
Holy shit. Not that
Well,
much.
we'd have to go all the way to the other coast.
Yeah,
Again,
we're down in
I'm
the
coming
Midwest.
over there to replace
West
the-
Coast, baby.
Yeah, we should stop in Rob Ryan's house. in the
West
middle.
Coast, worst coast.
Yeah.
When
All right.
climate change comes, it's taking you first.
Okay, you know what? Let's not go there.
I'm gonna get Sam first.
Don't
Let's
get
go.
ice up
Yeah.
in this piece. So.
We all know it. We all know we're doomed.
All right. Okay. Let's close out this podcast, or get close to it at least, and do some should we do recommendations? Do we have some time for recommendations? All right. All right. I'm gonna make mine quick. It's actually a 2019 film that I watched, but the anniversary of Paul Bailoff, original vocalist for Exodus, was recently February 2nd, and Cliff Burton of Metallica's date was February 10th, his birthday. So that was just recently as well. So I rewatched Murder in the Front Row, a documentary by Adam Dubin about the old thrash metal scene, and particularly the San Francisco Bay Area thrash metal scene. And it gets really into the nitty gritty of most of the first run of bands, and how even a lot of LA bands like Slayer and Metallica ended up moving up there, or at least getting, big up there, and then really digs into Exodus and all the other bands like Testament, etc. But it also talks a lot about the clubs, particularly the clubs, Mabuhay Gardens, and it talks about the owners of the clubs and everything. It kind of shows how this scene grew up and how incestuous it was and badass it was. So definitely recommend it. Check it out if you're a fan of thrash metal. Murder in the Front Row. It's a documentary. It's streaming in a couple places too, but I don't think it's free. I think you might have to pony up $3 to rent it. Yeah. And then other than that, I'm just watching some Winter Olympics. Yeah. People sliding down snow and stuff.
Hell yeah. Fizzing around on ice.
Yeah. They're spinning, they're twisting, they're just going straight, they're turning. Yep. So it's all about. Some people have stones and they're brushing them.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Squeegeeing on there.
I
Oh
can't.
gosh.
Yep.
I
Curling.
can't.
Oh my god.
Brush
I
my
watched
stone.
so much curling. I can't.
Hell
even-
yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
mean, it must be like watching fantasy for you, Max. Never having seen snow.
But
and-
I'm really good at snowboarding.
What?
Yes, I'm
There's
actually
no snow
really
on the
good-
West Coast.
Excuse
You know
me,
there's
Mammoth
snow-
Mountain?
What
There's
is
snow in
Mammoth
San
Big
Diego
Bear?
County. Big Bear, baby.
Yes, Mammoth. I had season passes to Mammoth Mountain for most of my young life. I'm a very good
That's what makes California great. You've got everything.
Yeah. And I was sad that Shaun White didn't get on the podium, but yeah.
Very
He's
upset.
like 45 years old.
Chloe Kim crushed it, so that was good. And those Japanese guys, man, they were getting like 27 feet, like crazy air. It was good times.
And you all missed the Texas death match on AEW.
Yeah.
Did they have snow? Bobsleds?
No, they had blood and barbed wire and trash
That counts.
cans and everything that makes America great.
Yes.
Is that your recommendation?
No, but I'm just saying that was on instead of the Olympics. And people with their
I don't know.
fake medals.
No, they were real. They were real. They're hanging on their chest. Yeah.
Boring.
It's, ceremonial and formalities and
Yeah.
no,
Do I look like I like formal?
no one said you were gonna watch the Olympics.
Boring.
Yeah. It's good times. All right. So what do you got, Ryan? What do you recommend?
I watched Creature,
Hell yeah.
and it is gorgeous on Blu-ray. So, as much as I hate to say this, track this down before it goes out of print, and then you're stuck without a slipcover because it's just a great Alien ripoff, like 100% shameless ripoff. They don't even care, and it's just looks great, and they did a wonderful job on this, stupid little disc. So check it out.
All right.
Haller.
Let's see. First of all, the Academy Award nominations dropped this week. Therefore, my Super Bowl season is finally here, and I'm on my quest to see every Best Picture nominee. I watched a little movie called, I watched 5 of them already in theaters as they came out. I watched a little movie called Don't Look Up, which sparked vigorous debate between Luke, Vinny, and myself. I won't hash it out again.
Please don't. Please don't.
I still have yet to say.
I didn't like it. Luke did.
Grandma watched it.
God damn, your grandma's always following me.
Or you're following her.
So I'm on the quest. I got to see Drive My Car.
Yes,
Coda,
I want to see that.
Couple other movies. But then the next time you guys see me, probably this episode's gonna air in like July 2025.
Yeah.
So but me in the past has 5 left to go. The next time I'm on, I may have seen them all. But before that, I'm going to recommend the HBO Max television program Search Party.
Right.
I started watching Search Party a couple of weeks ago after a bunch of people that I respect on Twitter tweeted relentlessly about his 5th season. It's about a woman, Alia Shawkat, who you know is maybe from Arrested Development. She plays a character who is in her late 20s. She's feeling aimless and underaccomplished. She sees a flyer saying that one of the women she went to college with has gone missing. Even though she barely knew the girl, she decides to drag her friends along to try and go on a quest to find this girl, to give herself a manufactured sense of self-worth. And it ends up spiraling out of control. There's murder, there's a massive cover-up, there's a huge legal scene. It's this beautiful 5-season story arc. It's very like each season has a different core event that's covered over the course of like 13 episodes. I don't know, it's good, it's light, it's not like light in story content, but like it's like light in terms of like good pacing, nothing ever drags, everything's very lean, it's all killer, no filler, and I'm greatly enjoying it. I've got 2 episodes left, so
enjoy. Who's up? Max, you got any recommendations?
Okay.
Yeah.
I've watched a lot of Keatons, watched a lot of Olympics.
Yeah.
And when I heard there was the new Euphoria out and everyone was talking about Euphoria, I was like, all right, I'll watch that. And then totally got sucked in and watched literally everything up until current. So.
Oh, damn. All right.
Yeah.
So people are talking about this show. They're saying it's like Magnolia is what I hear. Is it super hipster-ish?
I don't know what Magnolia is. I am
Paul Thomas
not.
Anderson movie.
I am okay. All right. I don't know anything about
It's pretty intricate and it's very character driven.
Lots of peak characters. Like
when I watch it, I feel like I'm watching Skins or I'm watching Degrassi or something of that teenage, very thick drama. But I've like watched so much of that like through my life that this just feels like so familiar, that style. And like I feel like it's done definitely in a way that feels like super theatrical. Like all of the scenes are just these like really big feeling scenes. Just the shots really, and like the lighting and everything's like they'll show a character and like the light from like a strobe thing will be flashing and everything's moving in slow motion because it's basically focused around the Zendaya plays this character who's like drug addict, just to put it bluntly, and it's just all of the things that ensue with being a drug addict in high school and just all of the things that go down, and just crazy things that you would never have all of these things. But it's just, she's also kind of narrating other people's lives, all the other characters, all their sub lives, the parents and their sub lives. So it feels like very Degrassi to me.
All right.
But like, I like the way that it's done.
They hang dong in the first episode.
Oh, there's so much dong. Oh my god.
baby.
I saw the first episode
Whoa.
when it was done.
Yeah, there's a lot of dong.
All of dong.
Yeah.
All of dong.
So,
But
Luke's
yeah, if you don't
sold on
you're
that.
not a fan of dong and you're not a fan of young, like, it's very Gen Z, I will say that. It's very that, and it's just very like, it's very drug culture, but it's like done, it's all done in a way that just like I felt like was very like gripping and interesting and familiar, and because of Degrassi and Skins. I mean, Skins was like very risque for the time too. This is like the current Skins, in my opinion.
And there's
Right.
dong.
Yeah, there's a lot of dong.
All right.
God.
Hayden, you got anything interesting non-LaserDisc that you want to recommend to the kids?
About the only thing we've been watching recently, outside of stuff talked about here, is Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, yes. New season.
Yeah, really enjoying it so far. Actually liking it more than season 1 so far, I would say. So it's getting up to where I almost like it as much as Vice Principals now.
Damn, Vice Principals was so good.
And there was dong in the first episode of season 2.
Yeah.
So Luke,
I'm almost starting to think this podcast is sponsored by HBO.
Wow.
So
It's
we need to
sponsored
get
by Dong.
HBO Maxine.
HBO Maxeene. That's where you get all the quality stuff.
and
Right.
dong.
Who's left? Luke? Is that Luke guy still here?
Oh yeah. I was watching that show on Netflix called Murderville. I don't know if you've heard of that. It's what's his face from Arrested Development. God, what's his name again? Anyway, it's
Will Arnett.
Will Arnett. Yeah. So it's a silly show where, they know the script, but they have a special guest every episode, and they don't know and it's just an improv, whatever. I didn't like it at first, but then I kind of got into it. It was pretty funny.
All right.
So,
All right. I think we're at the end of the show, just about. You guys ready to wrap this up?
Nope.
All right.
Late.
Karen, another 5 hours. So let's do it. All right. All right. What's been the next? What's your next LD? I think I'm going to, not saying we're going to be talking about Brian De Palma films at any point in time, but I think I might.
It's okay, Sam. You can just tell the kids.
No, I don't know if they know,
Ruin the
but
surprise.
yeah, I might watch some more De Palma. I just watched Body Double, so maybe I'll do like Dress to Kill next. So just saying. All right. What about you, Ryan?
It's to watch the movie. I don't know. Probably gonna watch this right here.
Yes.
Good job.
Yes. Please report back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Does that take place during the cruel summer that Bananarama sang about?
God, I really hope
yeah.
that's in there.
Totally does.
Yeah. We should do a video mashup of that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Are we still doing the podcast, or do we wrap?
No, I think we're still doing something.
well, it's fun. See y'all.
Yeah. Well,
Tyler, what
you
do you
spending
want?
anything? Chris?
My crew and I were gonna finish Kirk after soccer probably tomorrow night. I might watch this movie at
Hell
some
yeah.
point.
Probably should.
I paid
Probably might
$20 for it, so
Wow.
just yeah, that was a lot for one fucking
That's a
disc.
whopper.
That's why I'm gonna fucking fly to San Diego and beat Luke if it's not good.
What
Wow.
if you love it? What if it's
He's
like
gonna
your
love it.
favorite
He's gonna
movie?
love it.
fly to
And
San
then
Diego
he's gonna
and-
have different words.
Listen, I'm already predisposed to hate this movie, so
Okay.
I mean, it's no October Sky. But
I mean,
you know that if you had it.
It's kind of the same movie, though. It's the same.
I'm leaving. Nobody can mention October Sky and throw it in my face like that and get away with it. No, I'm sticking around. I'm just a big baby.
Shout out to the boys.
Hayden, what do you spend next? October Sky, I take it?
Yeah, and then after that, definitely.
Oh, nice.
Fuck all of you.
So, okay, Hayden, real quick, do you have a gen lock, or are you just raw dogging it? Because that is Japanese only.
Yeah, I've seen that movie probably a dozen times.
So you don't need it. You don't need anything.
Yeah.
No, I know what's going on. The guy likes pterodactyls, and then there's a baby Godzilla.
Sounds like the squeeze.
It's just like the Squeeze.
Sounds just like the squeeze.
Michael Keaton shows up.
Yeah.
And,
Pilots, Mecha Godzilla, it's great.
Nice. All right, Luke, what are you spending next?
Oh, I'll probably watch some VHS of.
I mean, those reels kind of spin, so that counts.
There you go.
It doesn't
Then you have to
count.
go
It doesn't
backwards with
count.
them.
No.
That was the hot
Nope.
topic I forgot to mention. Is that guy got triggered by the use of the word spin for laser discs.
What?
They do spin.
I
He got
don't.
mad.
I'm not a fan.
Literally, that's what they
No.
do.
Yeah.
Literally.
That one guy's like, I'm spinning. And he's like, why'd you use that word? That's for vinyl. And everyone's like, yeah, but they spin.
Not for vinyl. Like,
And everybody has now spinning posts.
But they spin.
Yeah. Everyone was so sad. Oh, you're watching the Amazing
I'm
Panda
gonna
event?
raw test this. I'm gonna open it and I'm gonna raw
Alright.
test it.
all right. Who thinks it's going to be rotted besides me?
Who doesn't get-
Is it a known router?
Oh, yeah.
Really, Ryan has had like at least 4 copies that were rotted.
Yeah, every copy.
Oh, that's gonna be routed then.
All right. I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
You think it's gonna be clean?
Say it's clean. Yeah.
Okay.
What was yours, Hayden?
One side will be rotted, the other will be clean.
Ooh.
Good one.
The B side's rotted, so you get all the way
B-side.
into the
All the
amazing
panda.
adventure, only to be let down.
God, only to have the best.
That has
bit
happened to me
rotted.
more than I care to admit.
The one side of rot. It'll get you.
Luke,
I don't care. I don't care.
Oh.
Well, go pick up the panda that's local to you.
It's rotted. It's not rotted. It doesn't affect.
Get
Well, go
yourself
get
a
your
panda.
local panda.
Okay, I
Get in the
throw
bouncy
my
house
story
with it.
less. Yeah, man,
Get the bouncy house.
the bouncy house is right there.
We should, let's go visit. All right, everybody, we're going to the bouncy house. See ya.
And cut.